Glad that you are here. Family, y'all are doing something amazing tonight. You know what you're doing? Y'all here early. Now, we really doing business here. We have 22 comments already. People already smashed the like button. Family, we're like a man at the gas station smoking a cigarette. We's about to blow up. Huh? We got 25 comments. See, let me tell y'all something, family. I know y'all hear me giving tongue lashings, but family, we got to do everything decent and in order, as the Bible would say. You understand? We have to create an environment and maintain an environment where people feel welcome. And that's my responsibility. And by proxy, it's your responsibility too. So I want you to understand something. I can't do this without you. I need you. You're my motivation. But the way it works is if one won't do it, somebody else will. You understand? So we got to keep this thing going. But there are certain people that are essential. I got to say, you play an important part. Huh? Don't make me cry. Oh, let's go. We're going to greet each other coming on into the room, family. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button. We're going to get to these because I'm feeling so excited tonight. Well, I got to read the comments first. Y'all got 2 minutes for me to read. Coasty say, good evening, H-Town and the family. Yes, indeed. Smash that like button. We at 10. Give us a count on those likes. Let us know. I'm going to check my sound. Let me know if my sound is okay. Let me know if the music is okay. Let us know, family. If I need to turn the volume up, turn it down, let us know. So let's get into it. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Because without y'all make the channel because this is an interactive channel. You understand? And we doing this thing together. Like I told my lady friend when she was getting ready to walk out the door, it's about us. Trying to hold on to it. Come on now. MG Smith say, good evening, Coasty. Permission to come aboard. You know he got that nice thing. Now listen. MG Smith say, H-Town, good evening to you and everyone in the family. Yes, indeed. Then we have Coasty says, hi, MG Smith. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I silence this. Give me a second. Oh, I gotta, oh boy. Give me a second. Okay, I had to put my, hope that didn't throw me off. Let me know. Somebody giving me a call. So let's see what we got. Kevin Cobart Sr. Oh, I got to click it twice now. Says, good evening, veteran family. And they're saying hi to Kevin, and Kevin saying hi to people. And let me make sure I'm MG Smith. I did get you already. All right. Then they're saying, he said, good evening, H-Town vet. Good evening, Kevin Cobart Sr. and your family. Rose City D say, good evening, H-Town vet, and salute the chat. Now, Charleston Zimmerman says, evening to Coasty, MG Smith, Kevin Cobart Sr. and H-Town. Yes, indeed. Family, y'all, make sure I didn't miss nobody. Did I get you, Rose City D? Rose City D in the house. Let me know if I missed somebody. Like, I'm going to acknowledge you at least one time because we got to get this thing pushing. You understand? Then Betty Bob said, good evening, H-Town. Hope you had a beautiful week. Yes, I did. Little ups and downs, but it was wonderful, I got to admit. And really good talking to the family here. Benny says, hello, H-Town vet and the chat family. Let me tell you something, Benny. When I did the pre-recorded, and try to watch them or at least turn them on, family, and look at parts of them when we do the pre-recorded videos, because some of you wasn't here when we did them, or you may have missed them. We got great information in there. And Benny said, yeah, that guy was sneaky. You told the truth. I ain't gonna say nothing. You bring up something like that, you bring it up truth. See, now that y'all go back and watch the old videos, you can see how people were moving. Huh? It say, Charleston say Thursday was a long time ago. Oh, Lord. I don't know what Costa said, how to Betty. And then everybody speaking. I don't want to mess up nothing. Because I with Benny, I think he's the one that invited Rose City D to come in, and it's been great ever since. And then we have, of course, Alaska Nights, who we love and we support and we appreciate, because she's been so supportive and essential. Her, Bionic Woman, Betty Bobs. I'm telling you, the active participants, thank you. I think my homie coming to bring me my rake back. Give me a second. Let me get right back with y'all, okay? Hit that thumbs up button. Family, I want to thank you for your patience. I had my homie had my rake, and I had to give him that call. You understand? I had to let him know, hey man, what you ever plan to give me back my rake? What, you gonna keep it? He come on, brought it on over here. I said I shouldn't have to ask you for my stuff, and we cool. But you don't borrow things and don't bring it back. We still cool now. He just walked out here with 2 bags of grapes. That's how I am, because that's how I am where we are, where we come from. We don't play like that. If I'm not handling my business, I'm going to get G-checked. So family, everybody speaking, everybody showing love. We getting it up on the screen. Family, y'all about this thing. If I miss you, come in. If you're saying something else other than hi, let me know. I do not want to miss that, but we're going to get ready to get started. Now, Rose City D, Coasty, Kevin Cobarcine saying everybody, better about talking to everybody. She said the whole shebang. Family, we in here. It's about us. It's good. The sound is good. Wonderful. And Kevin says, H-Town, turn it up a little. Okay, I turned up a little. And it might need to get closer. Let me know. Thank you. Tell me, did it go up a little then? And I'm gonna I turned it up a little. Let me know, Brother Kevin and the family, because we wanted to make sure everybody get enough of this here. Family, we doing this thing. I'm telling you. Now, listen, lady friend H-Town been holding out on us. No, indeed. I wish I did. I got to be honest with you. I had a few women flirting with, but they don't know how to flirt. With little cultural differences, you know. They cute as heck, but sometimes a couple of, them Nigerian sisters don't know how they flirt different, It kind of agitate me. But they cool. We family. Now, Charleston, Alaska Nights went out of state, then had some catching up to do. The next 12 days will be a little hectic. Yeah, we missed you. I missed my sis. I was a little jealous. I said, where's she at? Who she with? When she coming back? And the family missed you too. We so glad to have you here. MG Smith said, Alaskan Ice, it's not been the same without you. So glad you're here with us tonight. Yes, we got the family. Look what we got here. We got OM saying hello from Miami, Florida. Everybody show love to OM. OM, let us know your branch of service. Can you do that for us, fam? Let us know your branch of service. Let me see if I got this right. H-Town is the U.S. Army, and I'm in Texas. Your branch of service and where you're currently living. Let us know, fam. Come on with it. We doing this thing tonight. He say U.S. Army. All right. Now, Betty Bob say 12 likes and 11 watching. We love it. We love it. Everybody saying hi to our OM. And then we have Charleston saying hi to him. Say U.S. Army. What's the state of country you're living in? If you don't mind telling us, you don't have to if you don't want to. But we thank you. I'm U.S. Army too. Now, let's get on topic, family, okay? Let's get on topic, all right? And the topic for tonight is the question it is dealing with what? We're about to pull it up on the screen. What are the 3 VA disability claim outcomes or decisions? What are the 3 VA disability claim outcomes? All right. Either you're going to get your claim approved, deferred, or denied. There might be some other little things, but these are the 3 major ones. Okay. Let's talk about this thing tonight. Let me ask you this in here. If you've ever, fam, I need y'all to talk to me tonight. Boy, y'all moving fast. We're going to get some mods up in here, because boy, y'all in here, that's regulating. And but y'all so good, everybody speaking. We got Farm Girl Rebel. I missed her up here. She said, "Good evening, fam." Yes, indeed. Farm Girl Rebel is retired now, fam. And she's working toward that 100%, feeding those animals, those goats, those male goats. I asked her to go milk the goats. She said, all my goats are male. And the moment got awkward. Oh, man. And say everybody saying hi to you. Yes, indeed. Now, who in here? Now, we're going to do this 1, 2, or 3. Now, listen. You're going to put them all. You can put them all at the same time. If you've ever had an approved claim, VA disability claim, put a 1 in the chat. If you've had a deferred claim, put a 2 in the chat. If you've had a denied claim, put a 3 in the chat. But if you can put all 3 of them. So I've only had approved and denied claims. So I'm going to put 1 and 3 in the chat. 1, 3. All right. But if you have every last one of them, put them all in there. If you only have one of them, put 1 in there. Let us know, family. Let's talk about this thing tonight. See, this is about us. We're not rushing through nothing. So we're going to start with Brother Hold on. Let me say. Not milking these goats. She got me on that one, boy. She got me on that one. Now, Benny said he's had a H-Town. We were laughing with you, man. Now, y'all laughing at me. She got me. That was a setup. She should have told me they was all male goats. I love goat milk, so I figured it'd be some female goats somewhere. Got me. Benny says 1, he's had approved claims. Rose City D has had approved claims, deferred claims, and denied claims. So Benny, unless he came in there quick, he ain't never had a denial. Is that true? Jay Oliver says, good evening, family. Good evening to you. Now, Farm Girl Rebel says, not milking these goats. I have read it. Now, Kevin Cobarcini says he's had, and I remember this because Brother Kevin did have a deferred claim. Yes. So we've had approved claims, deferred claims, and denied claims. That's a roller coaster. Most of us have been through the roller coaster. Coastie has had approved claims, deferred claims, and denied claims. Jay Oliver has had claims that were approved, deferred, and denied. Alaska Nice, this I kind of didn't remember, but now that she brings it up, she's had approved claims, denied claims, and deferred claims. Man. So Farm Girl Rebel, she's had approved claims, deferred claims, and denied claims. Now Benny, I should have spoke clear in the beginning. He got it, cleaned it up here. Benny says he's had approved and denied claims. He's in my boat. I've only had approved and denied, never deferred. Now OM has had approved claims, denied claims, and deferred claims. MG Smith, like me and Benny, he've had either claims approved or denied. I did not know that deferred claims were so common. Family, you are teaching us something tonight. You're teaching the audience something tonight. Now, Betty Bob says, I've had approved claims, deferred claims, and denied claims. Now, Charleston say, I've had approved claims, and denied claims. And deferred. Let me know if that's right. Now, Coastie says, he said hi to Jay. And then Vic Mad says, I've had approved, deferred claims, and denied claims. Family, y'all on top of this. Kevin said 2 deferred claims. That's what my next question. How many deferred claims have you had? For those of you that have had deferred claims, please tell us how many. How many? You right on top of it, Kevin. 2 deferred claims. Now, Kevin Cobart Sr. says current deferred for aid and attendance. And we're going to get into what that means tonight. Jay Oliver says 4, I had a connected condition considered and unapproved and reapproved. Now we want to know how many, because see what Kevin put up there. Look what our brother Kevin, he's had 2 deferred claims. How many deferred claims have you had? Come on, family. Kevin went right into it. And one of his was for aid and attendance, currently deferred for aid and attendance. And at the time, I remember, tell me if I'm wrong, Kevin, you were also deferred for mental health, I believe PTSD, but they finally approved it. Come on now, let's talk about it. Family, Farm Girl Rebel says, I felt like my VSO did a scattered job approach. Okay, so a scattered job, VSO did a scatter shot approach and was putting claims in that were definitely not service connected the first time. You want to have as much evidence as you can when you're putting in a claim. I wouldn't discourage people to put in other conditions that you don't fully have the evidence yet, but you should do your best to develop the evidence if you believe it to be service connected. They might find something in your records that you don't have on you personally that shows that it's service connected. Let me know about the sound. Put the sound emoji in the chat if my adjustment on the sound is okay. Let me know if it's kind of buffering. You're like a little bumping or something. I'm gonna turn it down. Oh Lord, look how many deferred claims OM has had. 11. Charleston has had 1 deferred claim. Farm Girl Rebel, 1 deferred claim. Coastie have had 2. Vic Mad has had 4. Alaskan Ice has had 2. Rose City D has had 1 deferred claim. Jay Oliver has had 4. See, this is your story, fam. This is your story. Now, Kevin said, that's why you should consider a lawyer. See, that's a heavy point, family. If there's going to be so many deferrals where they need more evidence, what role, Kevin, did a lawyer play in helping you with your deferred claim? And for those of you that have had deferred claims, who used a lawyer, or how did you solve the problem? How did you get it approved, or was it ultimately denied? Let us know. If it was approved, how was it approved? If it was denied, let us know that you never got an approval on it. But if you eventually did, was it because of you, a VSO, a lawyer? Let us know. Betty Bob say the sound is good. Sound okay, dinosaur. I love that dinosaur. Oh, man, y'all mess. Now, listen, being at 30% since April, well, we want to do what we can to help you on that journey. When we get to the after party, we're going to talk. But if you see something that we're talking about right now that relates to your situation, feel free to bring it up. Hello, everybody from Vic Mad came on in. Now, let's see. Listen what Kevin Cobart Sr. said. Mine was approved because I had the medical evidence. Hold on. Now, can I repeat that 2 more times? Like one of my brothers from my community. Mine was approved because of the medical. Let me say it. Mine was approved because I had the medical evidence. Mine was approved because I had the medical evidence. If this is a direct claim, this claim is directly related to your military service, you need the evidence. And he's talking about non-presumptive situations. Now listen to OM says, I had a lawyer and still stuck at 30%. Now, Betty Bob says 15 likes and 17 watching. When we get to the after party, we're going to talk about, in particular, about lawyers. So stick around if you can, because we want your input on lawyers. I want to ask y'all a question about what our brother OM is saying here, okay? Now, I just forgot the question. Y'all know I'm back. Charleston say, did only consider a lawyer if denied. My decision letter said I should not do anything. Oh, because they're processing the information. Was that because they were processing the information? And MG Smith said, welcome. Now listen to what Vic Mad says. I got a deferral because I had more than one claim going on at the same time. 2 out of the 4 approved. So that's another thing. If they can easily approve certain claims that they got the evidence, they're gonna get them out the way, and you're gonna be approved for those. Oh, and another thing about what Kevin said, when he says he had the medical evidence, that's the same thing as clinical evidence. Did you hear me, fam? Fam, you know what I got open, my window. So please excuse me. Now let's see what Kevin Colbert Sr. say. Stay on your claim even if you have a lawyer. Now Kevin Colbert Sr. say, keep seeking treatment. Hold on, let's say this again. Keep seeking treatment. Keep seeking treatment. I got 100%. I'm permanent and total. I can sit back and chill because they can't touch this. Keep seeking treatment. I have 100 years. I've had 100% for 20 years. I am under the 20-year rule. Keep seeking treatment because you got a mental health problem and you in danger of harming yourself, or you got a physical problem that could take you out of here because you ain't seeking treatment. You're not just seeking treatment for the VBA. You're seeking treatment to keep yourself healthy. Am I right about it? Costa say mine was approved. Had a lawyer. They deferred TDIU and the knee. Let me ask you this here. And I want y'all to listen to me clearly. Because Brother Costa just brought up a point that I want to deal with. How many of you, your deferred claim, when it was approved, it led to you getting 100%? If it did, put D for deferral and put 100% next to it. Did your deferral lead you, once you got it approved, those of you that got it approved, did it lead to you getting 100%? Put D for deferral and 100% next to it if you don't mind. Now, Kevin Colbert Sr. says personal statements also help. Yes, indeed. Family, we talking about the real thing tonight. Yes, indeed. I have been sent back to step 3 twice since January of this year. We're going to have to go over the steps that they have. And they're talking, everybody's talking to each other. Now listen to that farm girl. Amen. And what Kevin Colbert Sr. says. Yes, treatment. I had 3 VA appointments in the last month. Now, Kevin says D for 100. So meaning he had a deferral that led to 100%. Made of facts 100% for one condition. Hold on now. Do any of your other conditions add up to 60%? Because you can get that special monthly compensation for that. Let us know. If you don't mind us being in your business. Now, family, I forgot what I was about to do. I'm about through with y'all. Whoo! Hold on. He gonna get aid in attendance and he gonna get special monthly compensation. I'm hating already, Kevin. I'm hating. I'm swinging at the air, man. I'm so happy for you, brother. Now, remember, when it comes to your initial claim, first claim you filed, most likely the first claim you ever filed, your first claim, 75% of the time, you're denied. The first claim, think back to the first claim that you ever filed. Okay? Let me ask you where you fall. Was your first claim approved or was your first claim denied that you ever filed? Okay? Put denied if your first claim was denied. If your first claim was approved, put approved. Meaning, let's say you did several of them. And if at least one of them was approved, that's okay. Don't matter the other one's denied. In your first going for claims, let's say you had 10 claims, one of them was approved. We're gonna go with the approval. If they were all submitted at the same time, if you submitted multiple times. Did you get an approval on your first claims or claim? All right, let us know, family. Now, you say, yay, Kevin. He said, oh boy, y'all going fast up in here. He said, I received 2 SMCs. Come on now. Huh? And Farm Girl say, yay, Kevin. Now, Kevin Cowboy Senior say, but you can get aid in attendance and housebound. I don't know. Oh, you can't. No, you can't. That's what I was about to say. No, you can't get both. You said can't. All right. Now, Farm Girl Rubber say, my first claim approved at 40%. Wow, my first claim, like Alaskan Ice, my first claim was denied. Just like Alaskan Ice. But we learn and we do better. Kevin Cowboy Senior say approved first time 70%. Now that's a good sign. That means if you got 70%, you were supposed to get 100. How can somebody with a 70% disability work? Jay Oliver say denied VSO help. Coasty say first time was denied. VICMAD, Vic Mad says approved 10% for tinnitus. Charleston says 25%, 1 CMP, 2 approval. What 25%? Betty say the first one was approved. MG Smith say denied the first time. OOM first claim approved 10% for the right ankle. All right. Now I'm going to ask you a question, family. You say, oh no, 10%, one service connected, 0%. Okay. I want to ask y'all a question, family. If you had to go, now I want to ask y'all this here. All right. When it comes to, and ain't got to say your initial claim. When it comes to you being at the percentage you are now, who would you most contributed to, even though you may play the role, lawyers may have played the role, VSOs may have played a role, who you give most of the credit to for getting the percentage that you have now if you have at least a 0 service connection? Or that's helping you. If you working on your claim, who you contributed getting it together right now, even if you don't have a rating. Now, let us know. I'm gonna tell you who hold on. I did something now. Let me see. I don't know what I got. Hold on. I'm putting in a VSO lawyer. You can put in VSO lawyer, self-help, and you can tell us what type of self-help. Who helped you? For me, it was my VSO with the American Legion. He played an incredible role in getting me focused. Once we started getting to here, I guess me and him played about a 50%, 50-50 role. But I wouldn't be where I was if it wasn't for him. When I started getting to the end, I guess I played a big role in it, but his leadership was impeccable. So I say like Coasty, myself and the VSO. I guess you can use more than one person. Now let's see who played the best role And I missed this early say that's what without mental health at 70%. You was already 70%, man. Hold on. Alaska Knight says, myself. Give me a little water here, family. Y'all cooking tonight. Now, Jay Oliver says that YouTube self-help. Okay, come on with it, Jay. And you're going to use some of that self-help to help us here. MG Smith says, to myself for seeking treatment all those years and not giving up. Yes, indeed. I think we all got to consider ourselves. Costa say lawyer and myself, you know, and Charleston say me, 10% and 0% service connection. 0% service connection is so powerful. Watch our video on the values of a 0% rating. Now, Farm Girl Rebel says VSO, myself, and what is that YT? What YT stand for? And now using a consulting company. Yes, indeed. When we get to the, what you call them, you're going to give us some information if you're still here, you're not busy feeding animals. Kevin say, everyone who I had talked to and had to do research. Come on now. And me as VSO and myself, I meant to put myself. Then we have Betty Bob say, myself going to treatment, paying out of pocket. Come on now. And if somebody help, a consultant help you, recognize. Come on now, fam. Kevin say a lawyer, H-Town himself. Oh, you stroke my ego. Oh, Lord. If you need a ride to the bank, just let me know, brother. Isn't that how the old evangelists say on television? We got these prayer cloths that's been dipped in holy water. They use the sink water in the back. Now, but they got some real strong advantages. I'm not making fun of evangelists. They just some of them be shysters, just like any other profession. Dennis Sitter say VSO and myself. Everybody show love. Oh, YouTube. So that person was saying YouTube. Okay. Phone Grill, thank you, Crimson Alumni for. I forget, y'all know I forget the acronyms. Now, Crimson Alumni 04 say, hey y'all, peace. My VSO with the Veteran of Foreign Wars got me 30%. When I got out, my wife wrote a letter about my PTSD 10 years later, and that got me 70%. Have you made it to 100 yet, Crimson? Because we got a lot of people that made it 100 for mental health, and we'll do whatever we can to help you. You understand? Rose City D says VSO in the beginning, now YouTube, and me. This go around. Okay, YouTube. Farm Girl said, thank you. That's what YT stand for. YouTube. Okay, Crimson, let me know that. Y'all are such a blessing. Now, MG Smith say, I made it easy for my VSO, but he was instrumental in my claim decision. Yes, that's how I think it worked. I organized. He told me what needed, and I wrote it up. I'm the one that started putting the law right behind the information, and it may have been the person that told me to use and or its agents. Remember that he might have been the one that told me that, or I did it myself. Or he kind of, I think I came up with it, but he's told me to use the law, and so I just put the law right behind it. He may have told me that, so I don't want to take full credit. Because he kind of hinted to it, and I did it that way. Charleston says, evening, Crimson Alumni 04. Then it say YouTube has always helped me a lot. Now we got to give it really some credit for YouTube, because I can't have this window because I'm be looking outside. Paul Cox say, evening family, hope everyone had a great Sunday. Yes, indeed, I have. I'm here with the family chopping it up, so you know I'm doing good. Uh, I'm going to run through the hellos other than if it's your first time. So Betty Bob, and if I miss you, tell me so I go back if I miss your comment. Betty Bob say, myself, YouTube, research, the internet, everyone here. Come on now. We have 19 watching and 19 likes and 23 watching, I think. Now, Paul says, okay, Paul's in the house. Paul, thank you. I think I recognize you saying hello to our sister. Now, I'm just getting the hellos out the way. So, Crimson Alumni 4, I need to go back, but something about trying is scary. Not going to lie. Ain't nothing to be scared of. You got to fight. You got to get that evidence solid. Okay? That's what it is. We all feel it. How long has it been? Has it been over 3 years? Let's talk about it. We don't want nothing to stop. If you still working, maybe not. But once you stop working, yes. Because get to the 100%, you got to pretty much not be working in most cases. I've seen people get it and still be working, but they was like, they got it getting out the military and they kept working after that. Like our sister, Cindy Queen. Ben Oliver say, myself, YouTube, and lawyer. Family, y'all tell me we ain't gonna, as long as we got order in the house, we can interact. So here we go, family. I want you to look at this chart real quick, and then I'm gonna these are the 3 outcomes and the factors that affect the outcomes. Look at this real quick. I'm gonna close this blind over here. Thank you for your patience, because I can't. Okay, the big homie is back. Family, we are here. And we're going to go through the information. Let's do this. Can we do this? Family, can we talk? Now, let's see. Everybody saying hi to Van. Now, the 3 outcomes. I look at it like the red light, the yellow light, and the green light on the street lights, right? Because remember, that was invented by a black man. Yes, indeed. We went over that Black History Month. He also invented the gas maps. Now, the red would be a denied claim. Claim is rejected, meaning the claimant is not awarded benefits or compensation. Remember, there's 2 parts to it. It's the compensation you get in the form of monetary compensation and in the form of benefits, right? Certain benefits like dependent benefits, certain benefits for healthcare benefits for you as the veteran. So those are both denied when your claim is denied. Now, the other outcome could be a deferral. And we're going to go into more detail about a deferral because the other 2 are pretty much self-explanatory. Okay. Claim, that's deferral. Claim deferral. Decision is put on hold while more evidence is gathered or reviewed. Come on. So they need more insight. Look. Listen to what Farm Girl Rebel say. 10 push-ups, Jay, for tardiness. Drop and give us 10. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt them, Hammer. Now, let's talk about claim approved. Claim is accepted and claimant receives benefits and compensation with a disability rating. And that rating will be between 0% and 100% and 10% increments. Is that all right? So I alluded to this earlier in one of our earlier videos. Factors that affect the outcome of claims and the wait times on claims. These factors that affect the outcomes and wait time. The complexity of the claim, meaning you may have multiple claims or require extensive evidence gathering, can take longer to process. Come on now. The destroyer is coming, TM. Yes, indeed. Glad you in here. Now, here's the other thing. Number 2, this is the second factor, the major factor that affects VA claims getting approved and how long it takes, the wait times. Evidence availability. Complete and clear evidence often speeds up decision process. Not all the time, because you can give them all the evidence clear and complete, and that means that's a what we call when you have complete and clear evidence. 3 words. Boom, boom, boom. What do they call complete and clear evidence? Number 2. If you have evidence availability and you got all your evidence you need, the DBQ, you got your everything pointed out. What is that called? Three words, fully developed claim. That's right, Jay Oliver. They saying how to destroy you. Okay. He said, Jay Oliver, you missed your mate. You missed ship movement. Oh boy, that's not good. Have y'all ever known anybody that missed ship movement? Come on, family. Kevin says fully developed claim. So does MG Smith say fully developed claim. And y'all just put it in there, family. Charleston say FDC, fully developed claim. That's a good acronym. J. Oliver report to ship office. Ooh. Now, if they miss the ship, how they do? They got these little small tugboats to get them on there. Benny says, hello, destroyer. Now, the last thing, now listen, I want you to listen. When they tell you claims are easy, they haven't even looked at your claim. People tell you it's easy, fast, and simple. No, not if you have multiple disabilities and you require extensive evidence. Number 1, you don't have clear and complete evidence. No. And the third one, VA workload. How many claims are being processed along with rater training and judgment, depending on who your rater is. Come on, let's talk about it. Captain Mass, I've heard of that. Benny says fully developed claim. Now, family, I think we cooked on that when we did that. Let's continue. Now, here we are. I need to know, family, where you at right now. If you don't plan on filing any more claims, you're going to say approved. If you got the rating that you want, put the word approved in the chat. If you are on hold, you have a deferral right now, put on hold right now. If you had a denied claim and you're fighting that, appealing that, put claim denied. Put what you see on the video. But if you where you need to be and you ain't looking for nothing else, just put approved. Or put a check mark emoji. Put that check mark emoji. Or you can put the hand for on hold facing to your front. Or you can put, if denied, talk to the hand. If they denied your claim, they made you talk to the hand. Let me know, because we're going to be doing everything we can do to help you. Let's see. Okay, Kevin Kobar Sr. is approved. MG Smith approved. H-Town approved. We're going to do everything we can to help you. We're not here to try to make, you feel bad because we wasn't approved at some one time. Alaska Nights approved. Jay Oliver approved gathering SMC evidence. So he's still working on that extra scheduler rating. Oh, I ain't seen Coastliner in a long time. Glad you back, Coastliner. Woo! It's been months. I remember you, Coastliner. Coastliner, I think you way back. Early in the game. Then it say claim denied. We got to be there. If you're here doing the after party, let us know what we can do to help. Rose City D, on hold, waiting on decision. So he's on hold. Wait, he has that deferral. Paul Cox denied. Then we got M on hold. Come on, let us know. Farm Grill Rebel denied. Come on now. Gary Walker say talk to the hand, but still in the fight. He's got to deny. Talk to the hand. And then Betty Bob say on hold. Come on, family. Yeah, blessing delayed, but not denied. Come on now. Benny say approved. Coasty say, hey, Coastliner. I think Coastliner, what branch were you in the military? If so, what branch? Then Farm Girl Rebel says, hi, Coastliner. Okay. Listen, Charlton say on hold, plan B. Are you going to let us know what plan B is? And they say hi to Coastliner and Gary. All right. We doing good. Now, you got to put in a proper request. If you're filing a claim, before you get started, the most important thing to do is put in the proper request. Remember, like what I did, I told them what I want. What do we want? And I used the word we. I said we want a permanent total rating for PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Number 2, eligibility to dependents educational assistance for my dependents, of course. And number 3, eligibility to CHAMP VA healthcare program. So if I get 2 and 3, I'm automatically permanent total. You see how that works? Come on now. And they said when they gave me my letter, we see this as a full grant of your request. Listen to what I just told you. I didn't know I could ask the VA what I wanted. They told me we see this as a full grant of what you requested. So they had no problem with me asking for what I wanted if I had the evidence to back it up. Tell me if you feel me, as my little homie would say. You feel me? Oh boy, boy. And everybody and this. Okay. Everybody speaking the Coastliner. And then Charlton say plan B. New claim PTSD. He coming from out of left field. I see you, Charlton. Anything we can do to help you, my brother, we are here. We got people such as Kevin, myself, and those that had mental health ratings or may be able to contribute in other ways. Now, coaches say, I finally got my 100% P&T backdated to January 2022. Whew, that's a long time. You probably got a lot of money depending on what your rating was already. Or still, even if you were 90%, that's a lot. My last knee claim that finally got approved after, I can't see how many months that is. Give me a second. I'm going to have to pull you up on here. 37 months that put me over the top. Thanks, everyone. Air Force veteran, discharged 1987. I was discharged. I went in 1980 and got out 1992. Everybody show love and congratulations. Betty Bob says, Coastliner, congratulations. Then we have Coasty say 34 years out of the service before filing first claim. Wow. back in 2021. Farm Girl Rebel says, well done, Coastliner. Congrats. Then we have Rose City D say, congrats, Coastliner. Now, Coasty say, congratulations, Coastliner. Jay Oliver say, Coastliner, congrats. MG Smith says, Coastliner, congratulations, brother. It's nice to have another Air Force in here. Let me see here. Amount numbered by Army and Navy. Yeah, you got Betty Bob. Just a few of y'all in here. We gonna see how it ends. Who gonna have the most in here? Coasty says, because we might have to let y'all pick some of the topics sometime. Now listen, we ain't gonna start too much messing here. Now, Coastliner say, thanks, Betty Bops and everyone. Farm Girl Rebel says, Coastliner, yeah, my first claim was after 33 years after discharge from the U.S. Air Force. OM say, congrats, Coastliner. Now, family, let's get back to it. If you didn't do it in your last claim, do your best to always request. Make sure you put in a proper request of what you're asking, because sometimes the claim does not get approved because you don't ask the right things. Now, these are the 3 documents in your decision package, okay, that should be in your decision packet. And if you're missing, okay, the volume has dropped. Thank you for letting me know. Test. Yes, I noticed that now. Let me know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new cord. I can't put that off any longer. Thank you for letting me know. Give me a sound if it's sounding better now. Give me something that represents sound. Shorten out. So I'm shorting out right now. Yep, very loud now. Yeah, I have a short in my cord. Okay, loud and clear. Thank you for letting me know. Whenever that happens, let me know, because I got to get a new cord because this one is shorting out. Okay. Thank you so much. So hopefully, if we have that problem again, let me know. But we're gonna fix the jankiness because sound is good, not shorting anymore. Okay, I need to hear all that. These are part of your packet when it comes to your decision claim. Okay, with the decision from the VA. This is your decision packet. You should have the decision letter, the VA notification letter, and the VA rating code sheet. Now, they usually don't want to put that code sheet in there. Y'all tell them in the chat some ways, the easiest way to get your VA code sheet. What are some of the easiest way? That's the one document and we're going to talk a lot about that tonight. VA code sheet. You know what? I'm gonna make a banner for that. All right, let us know. Now, family, I'm gonna put a banner up there, and we're gonna how to get your VA code sheet. Give some advice, family, on how to get the VA code sheet. He say, we read you, Lima. Remember those old radios? And MG Smith say sounded good. Coaches say good sound. Thank y'all. What's the best way? I want to ask y'all. H-Town, I got a collection plate for you. Yeah, I got to go over there and get them. I hope them cables ain't too expensive. I got this one. I'm gonna get the best one they have. I'm learning as I go. And I guess I had this for a year or so. I don't know how long we've been doing this. VA code sheet. How do you get them? What's the easiest way to get them? I say through a VSO. What would y'all suggest? Because I requested mine just to see what would happen. And through the VA itself, and how to get your VA code sheet. Let us know. Now listen, Alaska Knight says, regional office for a code sheet. I'm gonna go up there and ask them for one. I went there, but they said they're gonna mail it to me because it was an internal document. I did go. So every regional office is different. Who went there to a regional office and they gave it right to you? Because Alaska Knights, they didn't give me mine. Which one you go? Did you go to the Houston VA? Because she's down in my area. The lady told me I had to wait for it because it's an internal document and I haven't gotten it yet. Betty Bob say VA code sheet. I had to call and ask for it back in March of 2025. H-Town has told me to get and call the 1-800 White House. Houston VA, they gave yours, but they didn't give me mine, sister. They gave me my decision letter, my notification letter, but they did not give me my code sheet. Now listen what our sister Farm Girl Rebel says, H-Town vet. Even though let me I say not even. Let me put it up on full screen so I can see it. Even though y'all can see it, I can't see it because I have a lot going on. She says, H-Town, this is Farm Girl Rebel. H-Town vet, ever thought of having a little dollar button here? I'm sure there are plenty of us that would pitch in. Well, I got it right there. Look, there go my Cash App right there. But I got to figure out a dollar button. I think I have to be monetized. That's my Cash App right there. You say, but I wasn't trying to beg y'all, but I do need to get a cord. So that wasn't meant to beg. But I ain't turning nothing down but my collar. Now let me see, how would I get that button? She said a little dollar button here. I'm sure there are plenty of us that would pitch in and help out, support the channel. You do a good service for all of us. Thank you so much. But I just hadn't got over there to get one. I'm so sorry, fam. Oh Lord. Let me see that. Now, I put in a FOIA request, took a while. I think that's how I think they may have did a FOIA request only for that document. But Alaska Knights got it at the Houston VA. Now, Jay Oliver said, I called the 1-800 number and asked the operator to email it to you. Nice. Okay. Nicely. I'll ask nicely. I called the 1-800 number. This is Vic Mad. I called the 1-800 number and they emailed it to me in a day or two. I'll do that too. Now let's see what Coastliner says. This is helping other people that doesn't have their VA code sheet. You say, well, what is a VA code sheet? We're going to get into that. Coastliner say, I've had 3 FOIA requests since 2021 to get my VA rating, to get rating code sheet. It took an average of 160 days for each request. My God, because you need updated code sheets. Every time you get a rating increase, listen to me. My brother, Kevin Kobar Sr. needs a new VA code sheet if he hadn't got it yet. Whoever just got a new rating, Coasty, make sure you have a new VA code sheet. Alaska Knight say, I got it right away. The VSO, their DD not want to give it to me. So I went to the front desk, or you can do a FOIA request there. But you cuter than me, Alaska Knights, and you know they squinch their eyes when they see me. Now, MG Smith, H-Town, can you do Apple Pay? I don't have Apple Pay. I think I got but I don't know how to send. I think I got I don't think I got Apple Pay. I don't think I got Apple Pay. Now, but thank you, brother. I have Cash App and PayPal. I have to figure that out on Apple Pay. Kevin Cobar Sr. says you can call the 1-800 number. They will still email it in the matter of minutes. Oh, really? I'm gonna call the 1-800 number tomorrow, and I'm going back up there like Betty Bob said. Not Betty Bob's Alaskan Ice. Now, Coastliner say now the disability breakdown sheet with DC codes and percentage level. I called the 1-800 number, and they emailed them out to me within minutes. Wow. Now here's another way to get them. Kevin, I never thought about it. My lawyer sent mine with the new rating code sheet with my new rating decision. My lawyer sent it. When you get a new decision, whether that's a deferral, approval, or denial, get an updated code sheet each time. If it didn't come in your packet, you request it. Let me ask you this here. Who got their VA rating code sheet with their packet? Put the word packet in there or put a packet emoji in the chat. When you got your VA code sheet, it came with your, and let me show you what I'm talking about. It came with these other documents, your decision letter and your notification letter. Who got all three of them at the same time? Let us know. Now let's talk about the decision part of the game. Watch our video. Now this video, when I got it, it just this video, when I'm not talking about the live stream, I'm talking about the video. It went viral. I mean, there was people watching this like crazy. It may have been a thumbnail or the topic. So it's one of my first videos to go viral. The first one was the one, I believe, on prison incarceration. Now listen, we're gonna talk about decision letter, but let me catch up here. Betty Bob say, H-Town, I call for rating code sheet 100 White House number. The lady was nice and sent it when I was on the call and received it. Wow, she sent it by email? Alaskan Ice, I can get my letter on my VA health app and also can see my ratings there. Well, I'm gonna have to do that. Y'all see Sky Nice's world is in here. Mine's didn't. Okay, from Kevin Cobar, see his didn't. I get all that, huh? Now Sky Nice's world say I go online to see if my ratings are static or not, and the codes are there also. Wow. Everybody say hi to Sky Nice's world. Family, y'all doing this thing. Family, we have become so professional. And as Bionic Woman said, H-Town, you sure grown. I feel like I'm growing. I really thank y'all. Y'all are so incredible. What am I doing? All right, let's get to it, family. So if in your decision letter, it's usually going to look pretty much like this. And when the hypothetical Mr. John Brown got his decision letter, right? He got 100% permanent total. So they didn't just say, they just told him the date he got it. Notice of disagreement, what they used to call this like an appeal. And they said, number one, basic eligibility to dependents educational assistance is established from August 15, 2014. That means that he's permanent, has a permanent rating. All right. That's the permanent, the static part, because you can't get dependents education or CHAMP VA without being permanent. Part two is the what? Total part. Total means you're rated at 100%. Permanent means that your condition is not likely to improve. It is static. Huh? And it automatically qualifies you if you're at the 100% level If you're at the 100% level with your static condition or permanent condition, you qualify for Dependents Educational Assistance and CHAMP VA Healthcare. And this is for TDIU and 100% permanent total ratings. Now let's see what we got here. Now listen to what Jay Oliver says. Disability breakdown letter with diagnostic codes gets emailed to me from the 1-800 number whenever I request, unless an operator has a bad day. Put that number in the chat. See if they can put the full number in the chat. Is that the regular 1-800 number? Let us know. Make sure it's the right number, because we got to verify it's the right number, because we don't want to put it up and it be the wrong one. Just email it to me. I guess email it to me. Gary Walker say, why does code sheets and the related need to know information so secretly? I'm so glad you asked that question. We covered that in our video on the VA code sheet. And that's the question we asked. Why they don't want you to have, the VA doesn't want you to have your VA code sheet? We're going to answer that question right now. All right. They don't want you to have that, and I got to come up on the screen to answer it. Then we're going to get back to the decision. Should I answer that? No, I'm going to answer that during the, that's when we get to the code sheet in a minute. Remember that question. We're going to get back to it. Scott, and they say hi. Scott say the civilians had a 3-minute video on how to find if you're static online. Okay. Need to know classified. Yes, but we gonna let you know why. We brought it up before. And Jay Oliver says, yeah, you did email a few weeks ago. We did put it up on the live stream. The regular 1-800 number. Okay, the regular 1-800 number. Okay. For veterans. The veteran hotline. Yeah. I ain't gonna say hotline, veteran line. Jay is right. That's for disability breakdown letter. They call it. Same as, I think you're saying a VA code sheet. H-Town, I emailed the VA White House number a few weeks ago. You did, and we put it in. We put it in the chat. Now, family, this is just a decision letter for an individual. We're going to go over. That's how it looks, right? It shows your evidence. You see all the evidence starting at the top of the page. And here's the key thing here. Reason for decision. You need to know why they made a decision, whether they approved the claim or denied it, or deferred the claim. Reason for decision. Let's say they say you got a 70% rating because your symptoms reflect a 70% rating, 70% disability rating. Okay. In order to get 100%, they'll say you need symptoms such as this, and this, gross impairment of thought. Then you're going to need symptoms at the 100% level. They're supposed to tell you this. All right. They're going to tell you, you have the ones for migraines at the 10% level. In order to get a high rating, you need these symptoms here. Okay. That's going to be based on the rating schedule. We have 24 likes and 26 watching. Thank you so much. Charleston says Betty Bob's is connected. So yes, indeed, you need to know the reason for the decision. That's another thing. Go watch our video on our decision letter. You'll learn all this in detail. Then another things that's on your decision letter that's critical. The signs and symptoms. Did you hear me? Whatever they use that they say that you had to get to the rating that you have, that's important. Mr. John Brown, panic attacks, suicide ideation, impaired judgment, gross impairment of communication, delusions, Persistent delusions. See, remember frequency, persistent mean all the time. Huh? He also had anxiety, obsessive rituals. That's a hyper, obsessive compulsive disorder there. Rename. Come on, that's disrupt daily activity. Oh boy, listen say. And she laughing at, he had to cut up. Now, here we go. We bringing it, we making it where you can see it. That's why the law is so important. At the end, the two that got him over the 100% was the gross impairment in communication and thought, but they could have used other ones. But these are the ones he had: persistent delusions and impaired judgment. These are symptoms at the 100% rate that he had that really interfere with a person working full time. They have rating schedules for different conditions. Look them up. We're going to go over them over the time of this channel. Now, and they say the overall evidentiary record, this is toward the bottom, shows that the severity of your disability most closely approximates the criteria for 100% disability evaluation. And the criteria includes gross impairment in communication and persistent delusions and impaired judgment. There are others, but these were the two that the hypothetical Mr. John Brown were exposed to or displayed these symptoms. So let us continue, family. So we thank everybody for coming into the room, because we're going to make this thing happen. Now, let's talk about the notification letter. We just went over the decision letter. Now we're going over the notification letter. So once the decision letter lets you know whether you've been approved, whether you've been denied for your claim, or whether it was deferred, then there's the notification letter. Let's talk about it. And these are all videos that we have. Go look in our library. Now, in the decision letter, you're going to be looking at certain things. They're going to tell you pretty much what your award is. They're going to eventually send you the amount of your award, and they're going to tell you what you get for your dependents. So this, the notification letter notifies you of what benefits you get in the form of compensation and benefits. It don't talk much about the benefits, but you can get more information. It do cover some of them and tell you to look up the rest. The main thing is telling you any dependent spouse, child, or parent that's on there, and when the children fall off after a certain age. Okay. Now, we went over this in our video on the notification letter in detail, how the back pay and monthly payment is established. They have the award effective date. That's the date that your benefits go back, either when you first filed the claim or first got injured, depending on how long you were out of the military. And your payment effective date, which you see here, and the payment effective date is going to be your back pay plus your first month's payment. Okay? They're going to break it down. Much of the information will be redundant, but this is important. Now, and as I said, in the notification letter, they're notifying you of your benefits and sending you to other places and websites where you can get more information about the benefits you get at your rating. They're not going to put them all on the paper. Now let's talk about this code sheet. Now we're going to go use the code sheet as the example. All right. We're going to use the code sheet as an example of a deferment. We're going to break it all down using that VA code sheet. Let's get into it. Now, I want you to look at you getting an updated VA code sheet as you're updating your health status. Because remember, these are disabilities or conditions that affect your health, whether they be mental conditions or physical conditions. So every time one is added or denied, that affects your health status. As remember, being a disabled veteran is a legal status, a legal health status. Come on now. And when you're dealing with your status on the VA code sheet, it's going to tell you such things as whether you're service connected for a condition or not. The conditions, they're going to list the conditions that you approve for or disapproved, and the code number that goes with them. That's why it's called a code sheet. Your combat status code. And most of them are wrong. They usually put 1. If you're a combat veteran, it should have 2. And sometimes you may have combat service and non-combat service. All right. Some conditions may have occurred during combat, some during non-combat operations. Got a little hiccup. Sorry. Now, future exams. This is the key. That's why you want the updated code sheet, because stuff might change. You may have a new disability and they say you got an exam in the future. You need to know these things, whether you have an exam, because that can affect your overall disability rating or you getting these benefits. See if they say future exams or not. No future exams are preferred if it's static. Let's talk about it. Here we go. So Mr. John Brown, we've been talking about him. He's 100% for post-traumatic stress disorder. He started off with a 30% rating in 2005, a 50% rating in 2007, a 70% rating in 2010. Now, he did get unemployability in 2010 at that point until August 2014. However, after that, he became 100% in 2014, 100% permanent total. Now, listen, his condition is static. What does that mean? Not likely to improve. That doesn't mean that it won't improve. That's what makes your condition permanent. The fact that and if it's, when we say no future exams, that means it's not likely to improve. Now, some of your conditions may have a future exam date, and it will be in the box where it says future exam date. And it may just be one of your conditions. Okay? So I hope this has been helpful. Now let us continue, family. Now we're going to do a real-time data, okay? We're going to do a RTD, real time. We're going to talk about real life here. You know, like if you had, so let's say this is how somebody's claim went. Names have been removed to protect the innocent. Claim decision, approve or denied. Well, some things they were approved for, some things they were denied for. This is a Navy veteran. We don't have a name. All right. But we're going to talk about the things, and we're going to use this, okay, to answer the questions of a deferred claim. We're going to talk about approved claims, denied claims, and deferred claims. This is why your VA rating code sheet is the most powerful, because it's the most concise. You can get a whole bunch of information on 1 to 3 sheets, and it has the most necessary information in the most condensed form. Okay. Now let's talk about it. So that first thing box is going to be your rating decision. All right. This is what it is. And of course, this comes about from the VBA, the Veterans Benefit Administration. What is the purpose of the Veterans Benefit Administration? Their goal is to approve or deny claims for benefits in the form of compensation, extra scheduler ratings such as SMC and things like that. Aid and attendance, I think, is handled at the hospital. Protected ratings such as like permanent total ratings, static ratings, secondary disability claims, tax exemptions, education, housing loans, healthcare, adaptive housing and automobiles, clothing allowance, life insurance, and burial. I know there's more, but I had to keep it. But the one we tend to focus on is the compensation benefits. But there are many more. Now, and scheduling reexaminations for VA disability ratings. That's who sent the individual this VA code sheet. And follow the red line. Now, how many pages? Always make sure you look in the upper right-hand corner. This is critical because for years, I only had the first page of my VA code sheet. I said, I got everything. You need the part to show the denial. I ain't worried about that. Need to worry about it because they changed the rules. I could probably go back and get the benefits. So make sure you know the how many pages are on your code sheet and that you have every one of them. Anybody got all the pages or you're missing some of the pages on your VA code sheet? Then personal information, which is your name, your VA file number, and your social security number. For the younger veterans, Vietnam veterans, I think they had a VA file number, and Korean War veterans and World War II veterans. But now our claim number, many of us now, our claim number is the same as our social security number. So personal information. Then here's your representation, the POA. Look at that part of your form. That and make sure the right people are on there. Okay. If you say, hold on, an attorney is representing me now. However, you still have the American Legion on there. You need to get that thing cleaned up and make sure that that is adjusted on your code sheet. And we're going to answer the question for you. Why? You asked me the question earlier, and I'm about to answer it now since we're on the code sheet. Gary asked the question, why does VA code sheet and the related need to know information seem so secretive? It is because that in your VA code sheet, the person that fills it out or whoever approved the claim, the main part of it, they got to put their name on it. And you notice on none of your other documents, their name isn't on it. So they make it hard for you to get it. Because as it said from the stories that I heard, back in the 50s, somebody was denied a claim and found the rater and bad things happened, right? So they say. I haven't been able to confirm the story. Now, okay, pick on a Navy guy. Nah, Navy good. We love the Navy. So now look, claim representation, power of attorney, a legal document that allows someone else to act on your behalf. I should have took that 2 out of there. Sorry about that. That could be a lawyer, VSO, and see what copies went. Email copies, or did it go to other people? You need to check that. Who all got a copy of your information? Now, look, we don't have it in here, but the EOD is entry on duty, the date that the service member entered on active duty. Make that sure that is correct on your form, please. And then we call it ETS, but they call it RAD, release from active duty, the date a service member ended active duty service. This is critical when it comes to somebody. If it's in error, you get your documents updated, because this is critical if you're trying to apply for the PACT Act and different things. If they put the wrong date, it could throw your whole claim off. Now, here we go. We got all the branches up here now, Brother Charleston. He say, okay, pick on the Navy guy. Look, put whatever branch you want in there and even space for us. We love the Navy. Now, let's listen. Let's continue. So it tells the branch of service. We're going from left to right. We're on the second block. Oh, this is the most critical one, family. This will make or break whether you get your benefits or not. This will make or break if you're able to find a good job getting out the military. Character of discharge. If you got young people and they're trying to put them out anything less than under honorable conditions, fight it. All right. Now you can't get benefits with unhonorable conditions, but here we go. Character of service describes how a service member was released from the military and whether it was under honorable conditions. Okay. Listen, appears on the DD-214, which is an official document that also includes the reason for separation. Let me ask you this here. When you got out the military, who in here registered their DD-214 with the county courts? Put a yes or no in the chat, or a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Who registered to have extra copies so to make sure if you lost it, there were official copies? Who had the courthouse do that? I did. You registered your DD-214 so you'd have other copies. Okay. Posty did. H-Town did. Jay Oliver said nope. Dennis says yes. Gary says thumbs up. Yes, he did. Terrell Mullen said yes. Good evening, brother. Everybody show love. Kevin said yes. Somebody told me to do that. MG Smith said no. Especially some of the veterans that were around a long time ago, they probably wasn't even telling you nothing about that. Who else got it registered as soon as you got out? You know why it was good I did that? As soon as I got out, I registered the same day I lost it. I think my little girlfriend at the time had it because we was in her car. I think she had done something with it. You said, how you had a girlfriend getting right out the military when you left? Complicated. Complicated. Now, Charleston say yes. 2 county soldiers and sailors. I hear you. Vince say yes. So that's good. Remind other young people to do that on the way out, because I lost mine on the same day I got out. I was looking all around that car. I think she balled it up. She was mad at me. Why would anybody be mad at me? Now listen. So the type of character of discharge you can get honorable. You can get other than honorable conditions, which is a general discharge. Under other than honorable discharge. Now, under other than honorable discharge. Okay. Bad conduct discharge. These are the ones that are very serious. Bad conduct discharge. Well, you can get, if you get a bad conduct discharge and it was you can prove it was because of a service-connected disability or disability connected to your service, you can. I don't know what that means. She said H-Town youth something. What did I do? Well, I can't see that little emblem. I'm something. H-Town, you're me. I'm trying to say what that means. I'm muted. Am I muted? Okay, now listen. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because I see a little sound thing. Let me know. So, am I sound okay? Let me know. You can get a bad conduct discharge, a dishonorable discharge, or uncharacterized discharge. We're going to have to go in there to that. He said, listen what our brother say. Okay, I'm loud and clear, because it looked like it's a little mute button here, so I'll make sure we all right. Jay Oliver said, I had my copy at a nuclear power plant in Pinkerton. Somebody had that. Good job. Now, Jay Oliver says loud and clear. Okay, good. Now let us continue, family. Y'all doing such an incredible job, and we thank you. Now, this is where it becomes an issue. And it doesn't matter whether you're a combat veteran or not combat. H-Town, you're a Virgo. It don't take much to upset a woman. I'm learning that, Lord. I'm telling you, I don't even say nothing when women get mad at me. One woman just started gesticulating and trying to talk to me, and then she started kind of touching me with her nails, and I'm like, hey, don't touch me like that, I mean, them nails are sharp. She's just talking casually, but I like you to talk with them little knives on your hand. Don't gesticulate. Now, VA combat codes. One mean no combat disabilities. All right, meaning whatever disabilities you have, they didn't occur in combat. It don't matter either way. You get paid the same. 2, 1 or more combat disabilities, and all compensatable. Okay, meaning you got at least a 10. I say 10 and 90, 10 to 100% rating. I'm sorry. I need to correct that too. 3, 1 or more combat disabilities and none are compensatable. Number 4, 1 or more combat disabilities and some are compensatable, meaning some are compensatable, some are not. Meaning you have a 0% for some and some you don't. And the combat code is where you see that. But it's an error for this Navy veteran because they have a service-connected Gulf War incurred. So it should be 2 because it's going to be combat related because the headaches are result of a combat disability. So mine has an error on it. Many of you are going to have errors because they put whatever number they want in here. Now let us continue, family. Now, we talked about the future exams, and we showed for the hypothetical Mr. John Brown that he had no future exams. What if you do have future exams? Okay, let's say you have several disabilities. Mr. John Brown had only one, but this Navy veteran has several disabilities, combined ratings, right? Now, future examination is June 2019. Don't give a specific date, but it does. Now, listen. Future exam date. Schedule future exams. The VA schedules exams based on the condition and the circumstances of the case, 3 to 5 years. So if you have a temporary, and they use it, if let's say you have a temporary individual unemployability, which is a temporary 100%, they'll do it within 3 to 5 years. If you have a temporary rating for something rated at 10%, they might do that in 3 to 5 years. And then they might push it up louder. Okay. Now, my back itch. Now, why my back itch? I just took a bath. Now, listen. Where my back scratch is? Bam. Look at that. You didn't see that coming, did you? That's my back scratcher. Oh, man. You know that dude just come here, my homie? He just come here and start using my back scratcher. Hey, man, we don't get out like that. How you gonna come use my back scratcher? I'm like, what is that? He was just enjoying it. He's handling his business. Now, listen. Now, VA will include a code sheet in the rating decision package. Yeah, not really. Not all the time. That lists future exam dates. If there's no future exams, the code sheet will say none. Now think about that. They supposed to put it in there, but they don't. Come on, fam. Let's talk about it. The channel is growing, family. I'm looking at how many people in the room. We got up to almost 30. I think we made 30 people in the room. And we're at 22 now, so thank y'all. Now at the next, look for these words on your VA code sheet. And we're going to get to deferred claims. It's going to be toward the end, but we want to walk you through this thing. Okay. Jurisdiction. Where they handled it at. Where did they handle your claim? Jurisdiction for a new VA claim is based on the veteran's permanent address. Most of the time, jurisdiction is assigned to the regional office, RO, regional office, for veterans with a permanent address in the regional office geographical area. Let me ask you this here. Who in here, your claim was decided outside your regional office in your area? So for example, I'm in Houston. What if they had somebody in Waco, the Waco office, adjudicate my claim? Do you know that they handled your claim in another region of your state, or actually in another state? Let us know. Let us know how many, what the location was, or how many miles was it from you. Just say other location, other regional office or something like that. If they handed another state, put another state. Let us know. We have 25 likes and 22 watching. Now, in here also, they had, so other state, J. Oliver, what other state was it, J. Oliver? Was it one state over or several state overs they handled your claim? Let us know. Now, associate claims. So while they're working on these claims, other claims, they have a supplemental VA claim, okay? Associate claims, e-benefits, 526 EZ supplemental. So they have a supplemental claim. My Lord, Alaskanite, what? Handled in 3 regional offices, Houston was one of them. They had you all over the map. Man, that's kind of scary. Do you think that's beneficial, Alaskanites, to have it? Did it work in your favor, or do you think that's a bad thing for them to do it outside your regional office in your area? Let us know. J. Oliver, Georgia. Charleston says same state, Philly regional office. Mine was in the same state, but not Alaskanites. Some of hers was in other areas. It might have been in other area, not other state. Now, here go the critical part. In your state, on your code sheet, you need to know what your service connected for, and make sure nothing has been left off the list. Make sure you got the proper rating for that condition, and make sure the date of occurrence is proper. Back pay is based on those. Service connected, a link between military service and current diagnosed injury or illness, injury or condition. Now, here's the thing. So if you've been in artillery, might be hearing problems, just like they have here. I think they got, tinnitus. Now, listen what Alaskanite says. It was good for me. They caught things that the Houston did not. So that Houston VA, so they overwhelmed. It's good sometimes shaking it up. Now, listen, J. Oliver says, not beneficial because regional offices have their own SOP. Oh, so it's a mixed bag for some people. Okay. Some it work for, some it don't. And it depends on who they send it to. Now let's deal with the second page of the code sheet. Remember, it's 2 pages. So it shows the combined rating. Because remember, hold on, I did not go over all the disabilities. I do apologize. Give me a second. I did not go over all the disabilities. So let me go over all the disabilities here, and I'm gonna come full screen with this thing. So he had the razor bumps, the Bari and acne, and that was a 10%, and it's static. You can have a permanent rating at 10%, and it has the code to the left. Then headaches, got that pre-discharge exam before they got out the military, this Navy veteran. In the code sheet, the code is 8100, and the condition is 10%, but it's not static, so they have a future exam in June 2019. I'm sorry, but they received the disability in July 1st, 2007, but they got to go in for any reevaluation coming up unless they change it. Then have a right foot problem. So that's a static condition. And it was at 0% in 2007. In 2018, it went up to 10%. Then they have tinnitus. Tinnitus, the number, go look it up on your, Google it on your computer. 6260 tinnitus. It's static. It was Gulf War incurred. And so that is a combat disability where the foot problem occurred during peacetime. So you may have some injuries in either one. Now, the last one, status post right thumb fracture, 0% during peacetime. Now let's see. Now he say, J. Oliver, that's what I thought was going on. Ask H-Town. Was going to Ask H-Town. Did I miss something? Let me know if I missed some of the information. I'm sorry. So I can make sure, because if y'all wasn't clear, let me know. I'm going to make sure we do that. Now listen what our sisters say. High level reviewers must be handed via Decision Operations Center, Seattle, Pittsburgh, Washington, and DC. Okay. High level reviews, which is HLRs, must be handled via Decision Review Operations Center. Okay. Seattle, Pittsburgh, Washington, DC. Come on now. Thank you for that information. This is a blessing. Fam, y'all, you know what it's about. And remember, for those who don't know, when it comes to the combined rating, it adds up. Just because you have 4 10% don't mean it's going to be 40%. They use VA math. Unless you have bilateral. What do we mean bilateral? So let's say you had 10% for each wrist and 10% for each knee. You can get 40% like that because that's called bilateral. And they use kind of regular math on that most of the time. If you have a combined rating in here, put CE, a combined evaluation, put CE in the chat. Who in here has a combined, meaning you have more than one condition that adds up to 100%? Who has a combined rating? And if you don't, put single. Or put one rating. You can put one. So I got one condition that I'm rated for. If you got a combined rating, put CE. Look how many people got. And if you just have one condition you rated for, put 1. MG Smith say combined rating. Alaska Knight says a combined evaluation. Same thing. MG Smith say combined evaluation. J. Oliver says combined evaluation. Betty Bob says combined evaluation. Keep me up on my sound. Make sure it doesn't go out again. Looking like it's looking okay based on my indicator. Coastliner says combined evaluation. Terrell Mullins say combined evaluation. Let me get him. Dennis Sitter says combined evaluation. Kevin said, I'm gonna get to you, Brother Charleston. Kevin Cobar Sr. say combined evaluation with 1 at 100%. Good. That's good. Now, Charleston Zimmerman says, question, can 2 10% be 15%? I'm gonna have to get that calculator. Not really. I don't think so. But 2 10% can be 20% if they're bilateral, meaning both of your ankles are injured or both of your knees. Okay? So you get 10 and 10, and you'll be a 20% rating. So I'm gonna have to calculate that 10 and 10 for you for just regular ratings. It can become confusing. Great question, brother. Now let us continue. Now, here we go. These are the ones that you don't have no nexus. This is why it's so important. Our brother said, combined evaluation for our brother Coasty too. Now listen, no nexus meaning no service connection, meaning no link between your military service and current diagnosed injury, condition, or no diagnosis at all. All right. So you may have a diagnosis that doesn't connect to your service. You have depression, but it's not connected to your service, or you just don't have a diagnosis at all. Now, so if bilateral, you can get an extra 10%. Okay, see. Now, thank you, Brother Kevin. Now, for this individual, the Navy veteran, not service connected, not subject to compensation. And so it's talking about, and this occurred during peacetime, go for either one. Dealing with a vision problem, and it was sleep apnea, denied. Then some facial scarring, they got a name for it there, denied. And post-traumatic stress disorder was denied for this individual. Okay, so they're gonna have your things you approve for first, then your denials, and we're about to get to what our whole thing of doing this tonight was about, because this question came up. What about if you're on standby, on hold? What about if your claim is like that? Well, boom. There we go right there. Deferred claims. Now we're going to break it all the way down. So this individual, the Navy veteran, has a deferred issue. Okay. It's for acid reflux, sometimes referred to as GERD. This may be a simpler acid reflux. Okay. Now, look that number up on Google and tell me, is this GERD or not, or just another type of acid reflux? Look up the number, VA number 7346, and see if that's GERD or not. Now, deferred claims, follow me, means that the VA needs more information to make a final decision on a disability benefits claim. A deferral is not a denial or an approval, but rather an opportunity to provide additional evidence. Now listen, here are some of the reasons why a VA claim might be deferred. Let's get into it. Incomplete evidence. The evidence submitted with the claim was not enough to make a decision. So don't have enough evidence to make a decision. The DBQ may not be complete. The doctor probably didn't put their name on it, didn't justify why they said they should get that decision. Now, there you go. Here's the other one. That's why when you get a deferred claim, what our brother say, you can get a partial decision. They might, what we were saying earlier, they can approve some things but still defer others because they got the evidence needed to approve the other conditions, but some they need more evidence and more information. Now, another reason they might defer one of your disability claims, or several, need more clarity. I'm sorry. Number two, the second one was multiple service-connected conditions, like our brother brother Kevin Colbart Sr. He had several. He had multiple conditions. The VA may be ready to decide on some conditions, but not others. Who has this ever happened to? Brother Kevin said it happened to him. Who of them they approved some of the claims, but denied the other ones? Put in there whether it happened to you. Come on, talk to me. Huh? Talk to me. Let me get back up here. Kevin said you can get a partial decision. Means some were deferred and some were not. Now let's see what my sister look it up. Thank God for you. The VA rating for GERD, gastro something, reflux disease has been updated as of May 19, 2024 under diagnostic code 7206. The new rating ranged from 0 to 80% based on the severity of symptoms. And come on now, family, we getting some knowledge up in here. I'm gonna have to pull this up over here. The level of impairment, 0% documented without daily symptoms or requiring for or requirement for daily medications, meaning you don't need no daily medications. 10% documented history of esophagus restriction, right here, that requires daily medication to control. So that's when you start going up. This, I forget what it is, 30% documented history of recurrent esophagus restriction causing dysphagia, I can't say that word, requiring, is that dilation, on one or more times per week. 50% documented history of reoccurring or refractory esophageal something there. Restriction. So your esophagus gets restricted, causing this, I can't say that word, requiring at least one of the following: DILA, dilation 3 or more times per year, dilation using steroids at least 1 time per year, or esophageal stent replacement. They going surgery on you. 80%. That's serious, family. That's serious now. Now, and we talking about this deferred claim here. They make sure I don't miss the brothers up here. Say DC 7346 is GERD on the disability breakdown letter. Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure we got that. Okay, so they just changing some of the codes. Okay. Now, let's get this in. We're going to finish reading what our sister said. Now, other reasons. Other reasons include need for more clarity. The VA may request more rationale or clarification from medical examiner. So whoever did the exam, they say, we need more detail, clarify what you meant by this. Then the last thing, incomplete disability benefits questionnaire. The DBQ may need to be completed or a new one may need to be done. So here's the thing. If you don't have the doctor's information, address, or if you don't have what the diagnosis is clearly based on the diagnostic code, they may need more information to do so. So now let me finish while we've done that. Now that we answered what a deferral is. Now let me see where we at, and we're going to get to the rest of our sisters' information and the rest of y'all information. Y'all doing such an excellent job here. Now I got to ask the question. I got to ask y'all. The question was tonight, what are the 3 VA disability claim outcomes or decisions? And did we explain them properly? Please let us know if we told you what they were, and did we explain their definition properly? If so, give us a yes in the chat. If not, tell us no. And while you're doing that, I'm going to finish on this great information my sister is breaking down here. Let us know if we answered the question tonight. steroids at least one time per year. I think I read this part. Kevin said he said it happened to him. So he was deferred for some and not others. Now it say denials, 2024. GERD VA ratings, a double-edged sword for veterans. Hill and Punt. So that's the law firm. VA ratings for GERDs. And that's the what the acronym means. Hill and Punt, PA, VA Claim Insider, how to get an 80% VA rating. Now, listen, and I'm gonna tell you, VA Claim Insider, I learned a lot from them. I ain't gonna lie. That dude crazy. They be having all kind of indictments against him. He be, hey guys, I'm back here to talk to you. Like he don't even care. I'd be sweating, boy. Now, Alaskan Ice says, rating for GERDs, update rating criteria. So they updated in 2024. That code sheet was probably earlier than that, right? That's an older code sheet that I was using as an example. Review all disability denials. 2024 GERDs, VA rating changes, a double-edged sword on May 19, 2024. The VA initiated a new disability rating schedule. Come on, family. Now, did we answer the question? Yes. Denials, approvals, and deferrals from MG Smith. Did we answer the question? Jay Oliver said yes. Jay Oliver said denial, approvals, and deferrals. So did we answer the question? Coasty said yes. Did we answer the question? This means a lot. Alaskan Ice, we've missed our sister. Y'all talking about, I missed Alaskan Ice. I'm like, Alaskan Ice, who is that? But I did miss you so much. Now, Charleston say, yes, we answered the question. Now, Betty Bob says, my sister Betty Bobs and my brother Kevin said we answered the question. Yes, indeed. Family, we going to do this, and we going to do this together. Now, listen. I'm going to finish. Let's say multiple CMP exams and ratings at one time. Wow. They also deny on severity or impairment. Yeah, that's called they don't give you an increase. They decide what affects daily life. Yes, indeed. Family, we did this thing. Now, listen. So helpful tips for those of you that are new to the channel that are watching live or recorded. We go over this with our regulars. Some of you know this, but these are some helpful tips that we can give you. Helpful tips. That number one, keep your symptom log. All right. If those of you that hadn't had a chance to let us know if you got number two, secondary conditions, focus on that. Number three, temporary IU. Now let's get to it, family. Now this is what I want to know. Some of you have already answered. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you don't mind answering for the new people to the channel, it's cool. Who in here used a symptom diary or app? I'm be honest, I don't have either. Who has it that keeps track of their symptoms through an app or through a diary or log, where you document the frequency of the symptom, the duration of the symptom, and how bad it is, the severity of the symptom. Put in their app, and tell us the name of some of the apps. Put either app or diary. So now listen to this. Farm Girl Rebel say Migraine Buddy app also tracks sleep. So do y'all know any other apps that can help you track your symptoms? We want to help the family in here. And this will help you get your disability service connected and an increase on severity. Because this is what you're going to hand over to the doctor, a copy of your log, if they allow you. Your symptom log. Yeah, I have panic attack this much. Oh, I can't get it. I fell down 3 times because of my ankle. You write all that down, or have a family member write it down. Yes, Paul Cox says yes. Tell me what you have, Paul Cox. You have an app or a journal, and tell us some of the most familiar apps. Coastliner says, I've been using an Excel spreadsheet for years for all my tracking, because you might have different symptoms. That's organized. Jay Oliver says a journal. Come on, fam. Now, there's about 2 or 3 more, some more, but these are the major areas that when you're tracking your symptoms, they're going to be based on these major categories, okay? Either the cardiovascular system, dealing with your heart. It's going to either be dental issues, digestive system issues, endocrine system, dealing with the throat and the esophagus, female reproductive system, then a urinary system, they call it urinary system, I can't pronounce it, or number 7, mental health disorders, mental disorders, number 8, musculoskeletal system, number 9, nervous system, number 10, nutritional deficiencies, number 11, these are the major areas that your conditions will fall under, or categories. Respiratory system, number 12, 5 senses, smell, touch, taste, and being able to hear sound. Number 13, the largest organ on your body is your skin. This could be skin bumps, rashes. It could be all type of things. Number eczema. Number 14, immune disorders and infectious diseases, such as we know as the thing that happened in 2020, 21, and like HIV and different hepatitis or any other things you were exposed to in these other places. Now Betty Bob says she used a diary calendar. Then Betty Bob says 28 likes and 23 watching. We thank y'all. Print, secure message, and put in a binder. Let me ask you, with these 14, let me know what categories your conditions fall under. Put the number from 1 to 14. Look at which one it is. I'm going to pull my face off the screen so it'll be larger. All right. Let us know which one of these conditions that you are service connected for. One of these areas. Is it dealing with heart problems? Mine is going to be number 7, mental disorders. So I just put a 7 in there because mine is with mental disorders. If your condition is a type of mental disorder that's service connected, like bipolar, depression, anxiety, PTSD, MST, military sexual trauma, put a 7. If yours is dealing with cardiovascular system, put a 1. Dental problems, put a 2 that you're service connected for. Let us know, fam. I'm going to leave that up there. So our sister Farm Girl Rebel says 8 and 9, musculoskeletal, and 10, the nervous system. Ooh, family. Coastliner says 3, the digestive system. This is really critical, especially for those of us that serve during Desert Storm or on ships. All right, now 7, mental disorders. 8, musculoskeletal system. Number 11, respiratory system. Number 13, the skin. Okay, Coastliner. Then we have Charleston says number 12, the 5 senses. So taste, touch, smell, hearing, and vision. Coasty say number 8, musculoskeletal. So it's something to do with either this muscle or a skeleton, the bones. Now, M.G. Smith, number 1, cardiovascular system. His disability is related to that. Number 7, mental disorders. It's related to that. Let me take that off the screen. Yes. Number 8, musculoskeletal. You starting to see a lot. Betty Bops, number 8. She got 2 of them that deals with the muscle and the skeleton system, skeletal system. Number 2, she has dental issues. No, she mentioned that before. Number 5, female reproductive system. Now, you can get service connected for that too. Farm Girl said, oh, forgot number 12, 5 senses. Did Brother Charleston bring it back to you? Now listen to Van Olive. I'm assuming that's number 1, dealing with the heart, cardiovascular system. Number 3, the digestive system. Number 5, female reproductive system. Number 7 is, I think, mental health disorders. Can't see it. Mental health disorder, yes. Number 8, musculoskeletal system. A lot of y'all have that one. Number 9, the nervous system. Only a few say nervous system. Interesting. Number J. Oliver say number 12, the 5 senses. I'm noticing a pattern. Now let's see what Kevin Cobart Sr., our brother, says. Number 7, which is mental health disorders. Mental disorders. Number 13 is skin. Number 8 is the musculoskeletal system. Now with Betty Bops, it's number 8, which is the muscle skeletal system. I mean, I finally said it right. Number 9, nervous system. Number 2, dental and oral. Number 5, female reproductive system. Number 7 is nervous, mental health conditions. Yes. Now, Paul Cox, I use a log. Okay, we glad to know. Say, I am a sensitive sailor. You something else. Is that a mental health rating? Now, Alaska Night says number 2, dental and oral. Number 7, if you're service connected for dental, put a tooth emoji in the chat, or put the word tooth in the chat, tooth or teeth, if you're service connected for dental. Now, Alaska Night says number 7, mental health. Okay, let me take it so everybody can see it. Mental health disorders. Number 8, muscle skeletal system. Number 9, nervous system. Okay. Okay, Paul says, oh, I said the wrong one. Oh, you wrote the wrong one. She gonna correct me. She's not connected for 2. Our sister, she made a mistake. We're gonna correct that. Paul said, I have a journal log for my headaches. Real good. She says she's 3, not 2. So hers is digestive system. Now, will the digestive system problems cause weight gain? Somebody let me know in the chat. Put a scale in the emoji in the chat, or say yes. Something related to weight. If you have a problem with your digestive system, I don't know. Let me know if it will cause weight problems. I'm assuming it may. So our sister has digestive. Now, Betty Bob says she has dental service connection. And then Geographer say yes. Okay, y'all taking me to school, family. We handling this business up in here. This is interactive. This is so that we can be clear. And we ain't been there but 2 hours, 15 minutes. We get into it. And we pretty much been to it too. But now some of the symptoms from, we're going to use mental health as an example, are thoughts about the traumatic event. So they're going to ask you how often, this is the frequency of the symptom. All right. And it's falling under these categories. This is going to be under the mental health category. We're just going to assume it's PTSD. All right. Thoughts about the traumatic event. How often do you think about it? Once a day? Once a week? 3 times a day? 2 times a week? That's going to measure the severity. If they don't ask you, you tell them. Don't let them get out with that, because they'll put whatever they want on that paperwork. How frequent do you think about the traumatic event or your condition? Nightmares and flashbacks. How often do you have them? How long do they last? And how bad do they get? Come on now. Panic attacks. Who in here has ever had a panic attack? Who in here has ever had a panic attack? Put PA in the chat for panic attack. Who's ever had PA for panic attack? Who's ever had a panic attack? Well, H-Town had it, so I'm just telling you. I don't have them as much, but I do have them. I do have them. Now, Betty Bob says 29 likes, 20 watching. What do you have your panic attack for? Wow, look at how many of us have panic attacks. H-Town, MG Smith have panic attacks. Betty Bob have panic attacks. Jay Oliver panic attacks. Charleston Zimmerman. When I get in crowds, I get panic attacks. When I'm around people that I owe money to, panic attack. Now, Van Olive, panic attacks. Now listen what our sister Farm Girl Rebel. Panic attacks when I can't get myself from a laid position, neck issues. Oh, sister, my Lord. So she has physical conditions that's causing you to have panic attacks. Then everybody showed Chief Z4U says panic attacks. Coasty say panic attacks. Gary says panic attacks. Now I need to know your trigger. You can either put a trigger emoji in the chat or something with a trigger. This water, I got frozen water. That stuff can waste all on me. I didn't even know it. The bottle sweating. Now I want to know what causes my panic attacks is people, confrontation with people, crowds. I don't like people bumping into me. Chief Z for you, crowds. That's what do it for me. What triggers your panic attacks, family? Let us know. And you need to tell them this in the CMP examination. You need to tell this to your doctor so they can put it in your treatment records. What else, Alaska Nights, do you need to tell them about your symptoms? What else, Gary Walker? What else, Chief Z for you? What else, Kevin Colbart Sr.? What else, Betty Bops? What else, Farm Girl Rebel? What else, Charleston Zimmerman? What else, Jay Oliver? What else, MG Smith? What else, Paul Cox? What other things, Alaskan Ice? What else do you need to tell them about your symptoms? The severity? What else unique did you tell them? Coasty, what did you tell them that helped you with your claim? That got you coastliner? What else do you need to tell them about the severity of your symptoms, the frequency of your symptoms, how it affects you driving? Let them know. Panic attacks. Where do your panic attacks tend to happen? You need to subscribe. You need to keep a log of that. Betty Bob say crowds and VA appointments. Oh Lord, in the world, I think we did a test last night. If you get panic attacks at the VA hospital, you ever got one? I have. Put hospital or something that represents a hospital in the chat. If you ever had a panic attack at a VA hospital in particular, put VA hospital or VHA, Veteran Healthcare Administration. Put VHA in the chat for Veteran Healthcare Administration. Come on, family, let's talk about it. Make sure I don't forget. I'll make sure I don't skip. Me say heavy traffic. This is for Charleston Zimmerman. Driving. Also, when I flew and seeing crashes triggered me. Okay. Wow. Now, exit unknown. Ooh, that's one of mine too, Jay Oliver. Not knowing which way to get up out of somewhere if something jump off. When I get pulled over by the police, yeah, that's for most black people, most black men in particular. And some poor white men, they happen to them too. But mainly us and some Hispanic brothers and sisters. Now listen, M.G. Smith, crowds, driving people are eyeballing you. Yes. I don't like being eyeballed. All that reckless eyeballing. Who gets panic attacks when they go to the Veteran Healthcare Administration, whether that be the VA hospital or the clinics? I can't stand going in there. Now listen. Kevin Colbert Sr. say crowds around family. Oh, you don't like no whole bunch of people around your family. Yeah, I get you, bro. I don't care for it either. OM says he get panic attacks when he goes to the VA, Veteran Healthcare. So does Betty Bob's. So does Van Olive. Now listen to what they say here. Listen to what Brother Charlton Zimmerman. Sit back and peep game. I feel safe at VA hospital. I must be crazy. Somebody get him. Let it go. Come on. Exit stage left, Charlton Zimmerman. Exit stage left. We're going to get Sandman to kick you off the stage. Like, what's my show? The Apollo. Now, Kevin Colbert Sr., exit also. Let me tell you, when I forget who said exits up there. When you said exits, that trigger all of us. Driving, it happens. Yes, indeed, Kevin. Now, last can I say, overwhelmed with appointments and live. Okay. Or life. You said life, or is it, okay. Let me know if you meant life. Now, 21 gun salute, helicopters, someone walking behind me. Yeah, all three of them gets my nerves. Now, Kevin, last night say, I need tests to verify diagnosis. Okay, you need to, if all of you, would you be willing to file for anxiety? Or are you just going to leave it? Is it on your symptomology, my sister? MG Smith, VA has me heavily medicated. Yes, indeed. I'm telling you. I hear you. Yeah, man. Alaska Nights VA hospital parking lot. Ooh, that parking lot get me nervous. All that running around looking for a place to park, right? Y'all don't know down here in Houston, if you got parking problems, put something like a meter or parking thing, or put parking lot in the chat. If there's parking problems when you go to the VA hospital and that stresses you out, let us know. Or you can just let us know you have a parking problem. Let us know. Family, y'all are doing an incredible job tonight. Young lady got a panic attack. It's something else, family. Now, what about suspicious activity watch? Email connected. You watching everything. Huh? So Betty Bob says she has problems with that VA parking lot. Thank you, Alaska Nights, for bringing it up. She said VA parking lot. Yes, indeed. Parking at the VA. Yes, it gives me anxiety too. What about, do you be watching suspicious activity in your neighborhood? What stresses you out or give you panic attacks? If somebody ring your doorbell trying to sell something? Say VA hospital, Gary Walker. Come on now, family. We doing this thing. We went over this already. What about filing a VA claim? Who's had a panic attack during their VA claims process, thinking about their approval or denial? Come on, let's talk about it. Gary did say the VA hospital, and I read that, I think. Then OM says extremely catastrophic claustrophobia. Okay. Yeah, I got I have fear of it. I'm not formally diagnosed, but I was in tanks. So yeah, I don't like being all crammed up. Extreme claustrophobia at VA hospital emergency room and CT scans. Wow. Heavy. Now, come on now. Brother Kevin has said it. Kevin Cobart Sr. been on point tonight. My brother breaking it down. Checking doors and locks. Who check the doors and locks on a constant basis? Put a doorknob or put doors and locks like our brother brother Kevin Cobart Sr. has done. Put a lock or door emoji in the chat. Let us know. And what about them cameras, alarms, and drones? Oh, no. Jay Oliver took it too far. If you got cameras, alarms, or drones, read what our brother wrote here. Which one do you have? I got camera, and I'm the alarm, and no drones. This man got drones. Brother say he checked them doors. He did that emoji for that. MG Smith say, Kevin, I can't stop that either. It's crazy. Yes, I'm checking them doors all the time. My daughter say, Dad, go sit down somewhere. I said, I forgot if I checked it, baby. I need to go out in the garage and get something, baby. I come up with an excuse because I got to calm down, right? And I ain't going to be able to do that if I don't know if it happened. Chief Z for you say, I had a panic attack during my CMP exam. My Lord, I ain't never heard of nothing like that. Who had a panic attack right before a CMP exam or doing a CMP exam or public DBQ? Put CMP, put exam in the chat. Just put exam in the chat. If you've ever had a panic attack at an exam or some type of mental health crisis or physical injury acted up, let us know. Now, OM all the time, doors, locks. Okay. What's the most oddest thing that you are fearful of that's different from a lot of people? Now, Kevin said, I just move and still do it more. Wow. All of us. So we all doing that? He said, checking them doors. Now, MG Smith said, peeking out my windows and checking my cameras constantly. It's exhausting. Man, it took me a while to walk away from not checking the cameras as much. Being on ships and filling out paperwork in Navy must have conditioned me to being watched. You out of control. But we like your humor because you keep us lighthearted where we don't get all stressed out talking about this. Thank you for your comic relief, my brother. Now, Betty Bob says, key, cameras, basement, stairs, garage. Man. Now I'm about to get messy with it. Can I get messy, family? How many of y'all have not just locks on the outside of doors, exterior doors? Who got key locks on the inside of their house? Now, if you go as far as doing a deadbolt, now that's going too far. This is the hypocrite talking here, you right? Yes, Betty. That's my MRI machine. Okay. Now listen. Jay Oliver say, I bought my wife a walkie-talkie to carry with her around the yard while I am in the house and she's doing yard work outside. Boy, this man, Charlie Lima Charlie, what did we used to say? Rose City D, God dog. Boy, that's a mess, man. Now, Chief Z for you. When I leave my house, mine so server. Yes. Man, family, isn't this some serious stuff we go through? And remember, other things you can do is those secondary conditions. Make sure every condition you have, look for the secondary conditions for everything your service connected for. What are some of the secondary conditions for PTSD? You know, you can let us know. What are some of the secondary conditions? We'll start there. Now, MG Smith say, H-Town changed all my locks to push button codes locks. Wow. Which I change every few months the code. Yeah, I got the I can rekey mine. I do that sometime. You know the keys that you're not gonna use a key to rekey it. So whoever got in a month ago can't get it in about. I don't change it very often unless somebody got access to my key. Say severe panic attack at sleep lab. Oh man, who gets a panic attack when they hook all that stuff on you at the sleep lab? I got a panic attack. I feel like they doing something to me. They got all these hands on me. Who get a panic attack in them MRIs? We're gonna have to do something on panic attacks. And remember, if you don't, another thing you need, we were talking about tips, is unemployability. If you're 60 or 70, 60 to 90%, you may be able to file for 100%, temporary 100% with IU, called temporary IU. All right, individual unemployability. Now, H-Town, you have to have the code to get in 4-digit code, no keys. I'm gonna have to do that. Oh man. Now I get a panic attack around people I don't know. Tell me about it. So y'all have trouble at parties, right? Y'all have trouble at certain gatherings. Sorry to hear that, bro. Smash that like button, family. And share. Subscribe, please. Now, VA Law family, we've been going over it. Y'all can keep chatting right away. See my bookmark. Let me see. Let me see here. We're going to go over another part of the VA law. Then we're going to go over some of the other things here. I'm going to hit. Let me see what I want to go over today. This is a good one. Functional impairment. Betty Bob's brought us this, and we've been going over one law at a time. And today we're going to go over functional impairment. Let me share the screen, family. So we're talking about VA law today. We're going to do that. Y'all can keep chatting away, no problem. Now we're through with the information. Y'all can chat, do your thing. You know how it is. Now, okay. Okay, so what we got here, functional impairment. You see it highlighted. So we're going to go over what that means. Functional impairment. The basis of disability evaluation is the ability of the body as a whole or of the psyche being the mental health part of it, or of a system or organ of the body to function under the ordinary conditions of daily life including employment. So basically, so when dealing with organs of the body, that could be the skin, the heart, that could be different parts. Psyche dealing with the mind. But all of these parts of you have to be able to function as a whole. All right. If one part or two or three parts disrupted, that's an issue. And it affects your daily life and your employment. Let's go on. Whether the upper and lower extremities, the back or abdominal wall, the eyes or ears, or the cardiovascular, digestive, or other symptoms or psyche are affected, evaluations are based on the lack of usefulness for that condition, of this part of the system. Even though it may affect other parts, they're going to rate those parts separately, okay? Especially in self-support, meaning self-care. Do you need other people to help you? This imposes upon the medical examiner the responsibility of furnishing, in addition to the ethological, anatomical, pathological, laboratory, and prognosis data, meaning how would your condition go toward the future? What's your disability's prognosis? Will it get better, worse, or stay the same in the future? Prognosis data required for ordinary medical classification, full description of the effects of the disability upon the person's ordinary activities. So how does it affect you doing ordinary activities? In this case, so if you a football player, it ain't, just because you can't play football at the professional level no more. No, they talking about how your condition affects you doing ordinary human tasks. Now, in this connection, it will be remembered that a person may be too disabled to engage in employment, although he or she is up and about and fairly comfortable at home or upon lifting limited activities. So even though you can do limited activities and you're comfortable at home, that don't always translate into you being able to work. Family, we did that thing. Yeah, we did that thing. So we did the VA law. Let us continue. We're going to get to the news. Family, we appreciate y'all consistency, your patience, and your devotion to the channel and to each other, because y'all been doing an incredible job. Now, while we get into the news, let's see what y'all talking about. I'm nosy. Now, I read my brother, he said, I think I read what Kevin wrote. He get panic attacks around people he don't know. Our brother Charles say, H-Town code is 1234. Don't tell anymore. It's very out of control. Now, Jay Oliver say, thinking of giving my wife a cool call sign for her walkie-talkie. Oh, Lord. Coasty say, I can only do open MRI machines. Is that different? I think you've done MRI before at Alaskan Nights. Was it an open MRI machine or was it more of a closed one? If you've done an MRI machine, put in the chat, opened or closed. Which type was it? If you've done both, put open and closed. Very interesting, Coasty. Very interesting, Coasty. Because that closed one, I'm sure, gives anxiety. Let us know. MG Smith says, Charleston, yeah, that's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4. You out of control. Now, Chief Z for you. Apple Watch was walkie-talkie. Oh man, y'all a mess. They gonna think we some real paranoid people, huh? Now, MG Smith said, Charleston, I am thinking about getting retina scan too. You're taking the game too far, MG Smith. You're taking it too far. Now, MG Smith said, Charleston, it looks at your eyeballs. Yeah, like one of them science fiction movies. Charleston said, MG Smith, I not do that. Saw too many movies that eyes were removed for access. This man is like, you worse than me watching these sci-fi movies. Now, Jay Oliver says, I don't have an iPhone, still drawn about. Okay. You probably still got a flip phone. So you've done the open MRI. Okay. Who done the open MRI? Who did closed? If you done both, put open and closed. Kevin Colbert Sr., I did last week. Open. Oh. Was it for TBI? Brother, Destroyer is coming, TM. I'm just enjoying myself watching. Happy to be here. We glad you here, Destroyer. Now listen what we so glad you here. You lifting my spirits. You hear me? Destroyer. You got a heck of a name, but you lifting me up. You building me up instead of destroying me, tearing me down. Thank you. You make me feel so good. I don't know why. Just all of a sudden, because life is rough. It's 95 degrees out here. Betty Bops in the morning at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's 95 degrees in Houston. Betty Bops open MRI. Then Oliver done open and closed. Now MG Smith said, "Oh no, that triggers me, Charleston." Okay. Now, Jay Oliver says, open MRI. I'd be panic going into a closed MRI. I feel like it's going to suck me into a wormhole or something. Gary, don't ask me why I said that. I just came out. Gary Walker, closed and open MRI, panic attacks, and closed MRI. Anybody ever had a panic attack in an open MRI? Takes me weeks to mentally prepare. Who has to mentally prepare for an MRI? The closed one in particular. Farm Girl Rebel say, MRI have always been closed to me, but I just fall asleep. Who fall asleep on the airplane to keep from worrying about it? MG Smith says closed MRI. Okay. Now, Kevin Colbert say, no, sir, lower back. I am having back spasm 3 to 4 times a day. I got to see a spinal specialist Tuesday. We wish you the best, and we're going to pray for our brother. We ask that God that you bless our brother, Kevin Colbert Sr., given the situation with his back and the spasms. God, that you ask him, give him the proper direction to find the medical help that he needs. And we ask you these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Now, Betty Bops, I have panic attacks in the closed MRI. Man, do they have to stop it or do you suffer through it? Let us know. Brother say, amen, Chief Z for you. Yes, indeed. Now, we back to the news. Now we talking about breaking news too. If y'all know anything on veteran news or something that would impact us as in the United States, let us know. Give us some news. Now, fair use. This is for educational purposes. Okay. Educational purposes. Let me see. Can I Charlton said amen. So did Jay Oliver. Thank you. God bless you. Gary Walker said amen. Kevin says, let me know if that messed anything up. I'm driving from Clarksville to Memphis until I get a new provider. Okay. Plus, I mean, I put plus. Farm Girl Rebel say, Kevin, those spasms are the worst. Hope you get them resolved. Please, I pray. Yes, indeed. Now listen to what our brother says. Coasty, I need meds to knock me out for closed MRIs. Wow. Man, that is serious, Coasty. That's some serious stuff. I ain't never done. I think I'd have to have the same stuff you have because I don't know if I could do it. Let me see here. Now let's get to it, fam. Let me see. Can I? All right. Let me knock this from the stage. Okay, video file. Let's see. Share the screen. We're gonna start off with. I think most of these are from Sister Betty Bop. One of you may give me another one. So let's deal with this one first. Okay, we got this one dealing with the New York rule could deny food stamps to thousands of veterans. Thank you, Sister Betty Bob. This as of August 13, 2025. Let me see. Can I get? There you go. I don't need to see all them ads and stuff. Daryl Shavers, 62 years old, served in the U.S. Army for 2 years as a watercraft operator. He stands outside the Borden Avenue Veterans Resident Short-Term Housing Facility in the Long Island City neighborhood of Queens, New York, where he lives. Chavin relies on a Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, and is worried about New York's requirement for the program, commonly known as food stamps. Yeah, this is an issue. Okay. So right here, dealing with veterans depend on SNAP. Nationally, around 1.2 million veterans with low income, about 8% of the total veteran population of 16.2 rely on food stamps for themselves and their family, according to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, a left-leaning research group. I don't know why that matters. I guess a right, left, right, it don't really matter to me. But I guess it does to an extent. Now listen. Farm Girl Rebels, Kevin, are you talking Farm Girl Rebel? I wake up with them and can't even cut my son's hair. I have numbness in my whole lower back. Yeah, we need to get that checked out. Now, definitely so, brother. Farm Girl Rebel says, life limiting for sure, make everything painful. That's why that aid and attendance, it needs to be addressed in that. Now, Betty Bob say, I was pulling out and I started screaming. Oh Lord, when you was in that MRI? Farm Girl Rebel Did anybody try to grab you, Alaska Nice? Oh no, I mean that was Betty Bob. Anybody try to grab you when you were screaming, trying to pull out? Farm Girl Rebel say, "Be right back. Have to let the dogs out, of course, during a thunderstorm." I got you. Now let's see what Alaska Nice say. I have a hard time getting up if I don't have something under my knees during MRI. Okay. Do you tell them that ahead of time, my sister? Now listen what Betty Bob says. Back then, I served 10 years and was denied food stamps. They told me to sell my vehicle and get another job. Wow. Tell me about it. Now, Zimmer said, yes, they say to get SNAP, need 80 hours of a work month. Wow. Now, reminder, this is from Charleston too. Reminds me of service family in 1979, 1980, had to go food stamps, had to get on food stamps cause the pay too much. No pay too much. Who in here known of people that were on food stamps while they were active duty? If you've known anybody just put me in the chat. If you've known anybody that was on active duty that was on food stamps, put me in the chat. Now, family, we done that thing. Let's see. Oh, Lord, this ain't opening up. All right. Let me see, can I get this one on the thing? H-Town say me, Cheesy for you say me, and Betty Bob says me. Now, let me see, can I get this up here? Mm-hmm. All right, let's see, can we get this one here? We're going to do one more on here because we see we're almost at 3 hours. And let me see if I can. All right, let's see this lawsuit that's happening at the Air Force Academy or settled. So, lawsuit settled against the Air Force Academy over former race-based admission practices. Okay. And so they're saying President Donald Trump saluted a cadet is mirrored by 2 Air Force Academy desks that received their diplomas at the Academy 61st commensurate. Y'all know who the number one recipient of affirmative action has been, right? White women. Always. Black people never been at the top. They say race bait, but number one recipient, go look and see if H-Town lying about it. Number one recipient since the 60s when they started it. They batted up. It was supposed to be for blacks. Then they put minority in there, and that included white women. So that's real. Ain't nothing race bait about it. That's a fact. So let's see. Okay, we did that. Now we're going to get to the information. Let's get back to the information. And we're going to answer your questions. Okay. Thank y'all. We went over the news. Smash that like button. H-Town gonna come up on the screen. We're gonna get ready to finish up our information here and see if I have any comments. Let me see. Let me get what y'all got, because y'all been writing some stuff. Now listen. I'm gonna close this out. Hopefully that information was informative. We doing this thing. Family, we've been keeping a good solid group in there. Alaska Night says VA is allowing veterans to access community care more easy. Recent updates, okay? Matter of fact, while I'm doing that, I need to go ahead and get through this part of the information. Let me get more easy. Recent updates 2025 has simplified the process, making it easier for veterans to connect with non-VA healthcare providers. Key changes. Now listen, for those of you that are new to the channel, our mission statement here is to, number one, be informative, interactive, respectful, protective, troll-free, and transparent. I forgot it, okay? Key changes include, from our sister, elimination of a second approval requirement. Veterans can also access community care without needing additional approval from a VA approver. I need that. Now, Jay Oliver, what's a VA approver? Let us know, Alaska Nice. Is that one of the doctors approving community care or someone else? Jay Oliver say, I made my subordinates in the military, in the Air Force, married with and without kids from 1987-94 get food stamps, because it's hard. It's hard. Especially back then. Alaska Nice, I will get bad stomach spasms while driving if I don't take my methylcobalaminol. That's an interesting. Is that for upset stomachs? Irritable bowel syndrome. What is it for? If you don't mind telling us. J. Oliver, E4 and below. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna skip that when Farm Girl talking, because it's kind of private, so I'm gonna respect that. H-Town, you are not lying. Yes, indeed. If I don't take it, ooh, Lord, y'all moving. So your opinion counts here. Oh, Lord. Let me see. We have our live streams every week, Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. If you want to contact us or donate, here we are. Our email is htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. I do have some delay on my email, some not. Somebody tried to access my email, some crazy. They told me about it, so I hope I don't have to change my email address. Because when you start getting over 2,000 subscribers, people try to take control of your channel and shut it down. And I do that my best just to take it from y'all. That's why let me know who you are. You know, if you go by your regular name in the email, let me know who you are, because I don't like clicking on emails of people I don't know, because they'll take over my channel. If you'd like to donate, we have Cash App and PayPal. And that's the what you should put in the information. Now, we here to bring a bridge, okay? Bring everybody together. But people have gotten banned in the past, and the things have gotten them banned. It's been a handful. I want y'all to understand. Trolling. But some people that troll don't think that they're trolls. Breaking the rules is part of trolling. Continual rule breaker. Disrupting the vibe. Now, sometimes I time people out. I'm not going to tell you about timing you out. If I'm timing you out, you know what's up. So, we doing that because, we want to keep the vibe going smooth. But continual disruptions and time wasting, that's another reason people got banned. Trying to lead my people off doing other stuff, trying to control my chat, not good. That's what Mr. Expert and several others have done. And sometimes people still try to do it. Talking offline, like I told you, I don't really care for it because that's what people start the buffoonery. It always go bad. It can't do nothing but go bad. Now, we respect all branches of the military here. Salute. We salute y'all and we appreciate you. Now, we getting through it, so your rank doesn't matter here. Your gender doesn't matter here. Even if your military status, if you civilian, it don't matter. We respect everybody, but we focus on veterans. Your MOS doesn't matter. Combat status don't matter. We're trying to bring you quality information. And as you see, the channel is growing. It's being consistent because once you start getting in the 2000s, people take notice. And I appreciate y'all helping me here at the H-Town Vet do this. That's why we got to keep it straight. So when the real slicks just come in, you understand? We'll be ready. We'll all be on code. But it's a bad example. If we're not following the rules in here, that means they're going to act a plumb fool because they're looking for a weak spot. And a person that's disruptive in here is a weak spot that must be addressed if that's the case. We're going to be verifying information. I can't do it if I don't have it up. Verify everything you get from anybody, a lawyer, a VSO, or any unaccredited or accredited claims agent that helps you. You can suggest things in our suggestion box, which is our email. Just do that. Suggest topics and different things, or submit information about updates on the news, like Brother Charleston, Sister. Several of y'all do it, but come to mind, Alaska Nights, Betty Bops, and several I think Jay Oliver. New releases or ones that's the most popular ones I really would like y'all to go that we've released lately. Severity assessment. That's where they assess the severity of your symptoms. That's where the money come in, huh? Come on, talk to me. Then talking about making 100% easy the people that clickbait. No. And this one, the top 4 conditions that are put in for reductions the most by the VA. That being mental health conditions, muscular skeletal conditions or injuries, respiratory conditions, and auditory issues such as hearing loss and TBI. Now, this is one for those getting out the military. You need to have them watch this video on the sick call police, how to discourage you. Now I'm gonna get to the other things he say. Let me get the compliments because my ego being lifted up. OM says, thank you for all your awesome information. I don't really know. Charleston, MG Smith said, Charles, salute. Have to go 4 days at a time. Okay, y'all talking about. I got to get to that because y'all talking about them spasms. Okay, I got to start at the top with that information. I'm trying to get through this so we can get to it. I was on migraines. Okay, we talked about coming soon. What we've been talking about in temporary 100 IU, temporary 100% individual unemployability. We're going to get to it. But we'll eventually get to it. Now we at the after party. What you got to say? The conversation begins with you. Let's do it. We want to hear from you. Comments, opinions, reviews of what we went over, disagreements are welcome. Feedback, all that's welcome. Critiques are welcome. How's the weather where you're at? In particular, what's the temperature? It's been 95 degrees here. Let me see what it is now. It's 86 degrees at night because we're right off the Gulf of Mexico, fam. Now, let me catch up on these. I'm going to catch up on these. Hopefully I don't miss nothing. Alaskan Nights, when they put that, I don't have to read it. Now, listen. I take methylcarbinol, I can't pronounce it, before bed every night. Seems to be a go-to med for spasms. Okay. Kevin says muscle relaxers he take. MG Smith says F Flexerel is another one muscle relaxer. Okay. Then you say, oh, have to go still next time. Okay. Have to go 4 days still next time. Okay. Now, and she's talking to MG Smith. Then Farm Girl Rebel says, I take that methylcarbo. I took it before. Take it before bed every night. Seems okay. I think I read that. How I got back up there? Now let's see what. Oh boy, I gotta catch up. Now, Alaska Night says authorization goes from the doctor to community care, and I believe it is approved by a higher up in community care. I am trying to find information on it. Go ahead and do that detective work. Y'all know the best detectives are women, huh? They'll stalk you from another country. Ask me how I know. In the 1990s, the late 80s. Ask me how I know. No internet, huh? No GPS on the civilian level of the game. Now, let's see what we got here. Alaska Night says no. No veteran should have their health care disrupted by red tape. I agree. I totally agree, my sister. Said VA Secretary Doug Collins. Did you hear that, Charleston? You heard that. Dougie is in there for us now. She giving us Dougie talks. This change means better continuity of care, which leads to better healthcare outcomes. It also improves convenience for veterans and cuts administrative work for VA staff and community care partners. With today's announcement, VA is now offering year-long community care authorizations for the following. I'm gonna get to the rest of y'all comment. Standard types of care: cardiology, dermatology, endocrine system, neurology, that could be TBI, and orthoology and otolaryngology, and ENT gastroenterology. Okay. I guess I don't know what that is. Addiction, psychiatric, patient, families, and couples. Now, Charleston say it is 75 degrees in Pennsylvania. Woo. Now, she says psychotherapy patients, mental health patients, neurology, nephrology, neurology, nutrition, intervention services, oncology, and hematology, neuro orthopedic, ophthalmology. Wow. Orthoplastic eye care examination, optometer routine. I'm butchering them words. I'm not good with medical terms. And then orthopedic hand, orthopedic general, orthopedic spine, pain management, podiatry, DS addiction, medicine, outpatient, pulmonary, physical, medical, and rehabilitative psychiatry. Rheumatology, sleep. Okay. Woo. Fam. Let me read this here first. He say, why you triggered me about Pastor Doug H-Town. Sorry about that, man. That just slipped out. Kevin says 85 degrees in Clarksville, Tennessee. Medicine, urology, veterans are encouraged to contact their local VA medical care, community care office for questions to see how these new updates may affect their care. Please do that. Call your local VA. And then J. Oliver said, I have noticed remarks from retiring or separating VA raters concerning regional offices have their own brand of rating claims and giving a twist on approvals and denials based on boss rules. So you saying based on whoever the supervisor at that regional office, that affects how the claim is adjudicated? Please let me know. Now, MG Smith said, H-Town, I had surgery August the 5th and I had to see my provider, and then she sent me to a urologist, which sent me to community care for urology. Okay. Now, then we have Farm Girl Rebel say, as much as I love the internet and all this information, I prefer living when it didn't have it. Yeah, sometimes I feel that. Now, let me go back and catch the comments other people said. Farm Girl Rebel say, thunder, lightning, 88 degrees here in Minnesota. I think it's Minnesota, yeah. I think I got most of y'all comments. Yeah. I thought I missed. I want to make sure I ain't missed nobody. Okay, Jay Oliver, I got to get him. He say, oh, now I read that one. Then think I read this. If I didn't read it, let me know. Think we got it, family. We done that. Now, any final comments, concerns? We're going to try to keep it under 3.5 hours. We try to do 3, but we got about 14 minutes. But if y'all got any questions, concerns, topics, what's your thing on Dougie? Pastor Dougie there, Brother Charleston. Look like he holding it down right now. I think he winning this round. What you say? Don't let me go on. I will go on a Dougie marathon showing all the good things he's done. I know he cut some things, but you heard the testimony tonight that he's doing revival and he bringing us all the healing we need. Huh? Come on now. Let's see. I ain't trying to trigger you again. Now, family, you have done an incredible job. We thank you for all that you've done. If you have final comments, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to what we talked about tonight. Closing it out. We thank you, and we've done it, so everybody can get that rest. Say, H-Town still trying to get that Dougie knife out of my back. Oh man. Tell Brother Charleston to help you take it out, and then you take his out. Come on now. Family, y'all doing an incredible job. Y'all been so wonderful. So, no clickbait here tonight. We went over the topic, and I want to thank y'all. Let's start saying good night to everybody, family. Let's start saying, we got 17 people in here. This is amazing. We had up to 30 in here. Been averaging 20 to 25. Come on, any final comments or concerns? And let's say good night, family. Good night to you, MG Smith. Thank you, my brother. And you see Brother Charles say, I said a lot of veterans say Pastor Dougie ain't a good Christian. Oh, you going after Pastor Dougie, are you? Oh, we might have to have a Dougie rap battle. Good night, Brother Charleston. Good night, MG Smith. Good night, Farm Girl Rebel. Good night, Jay Oliver. Thank you for your incredible contribution, kindness. Thank you, Brother Kevin Cobart Sr., Alaskan Ice. Thank you so much. Brother Kevin, thanks for your benefits. Thank you for showing back up. Alaskan Ice, MG Smith, for keeping it real, and Jay Oliver. One of y'all had the security cameras. Then we have Farm. I ain't trying to dry snitch now. Y'all mention it. Farm Girl Rebel. She dry snitches when you still start telling when nobody even asks you nothing. That's dry snitching for those that don't know. Just out of the blue. Yeah, he got this. Now, Farm Girl Rebel, good night. Alaska Nights, if I didn't tell you, we miss you and we glad you're back. And Farm Girl Rebel, I hope you fed those goats and everything else, and you got those dogs out given the weather. Let's see. Family, y'all been so OM, thank you for showing up, and we appreciate you. He says, thank you for all the great, awesome information. Thank you for supporting us. We really appreciate it. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss nobody. If I do, charge it to my head and not to my heart. Jay Oliver, if I didn't get to say you, thank you. Chief Z for you, thank you for being here. Hope everything's going good in Cali if you're still there. Coasty, thank you for your wonderful, amazing support that's continuous. Really means a lot to us. Gary Walker, thank you, Brother Gary Walker. We thank you. Making sure the Destroyer, thank you, the Destroyer is coming. TM, yes indeed. Making sure we don't miss anybody. Crimson Crimson 402, thank you. If I haven't gotten to you, thank you. I just remember Paul Cox, thank you so much. Coastliner, thank you. Coming back after so long, hadn't seen you. You were truly missed, man. I kind of forgot about you, but then you reminded me. I ain't gonna lie, because my memory. Dennis Sitter, thank you so much, Brother Dennis. I just felt like doing it tonight, fam. Y'all really have been so interactive and wonderful tonight, and we thank you for it. Benny, thank you so much, Benny. Rose City D, thank you so much. Van Olive, thank you so much. Crimson Alumni 4, thank you for your energy and positive and candid communication. Thank you so much. Fam, we bring this thing home. Hold on, I just missed. Vic Mad, thank you so much. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm trying. Okay, we went all the way to the top. Now we're going to back and see if any final comments y'all saying. Now, oh, y'all doing a lot of communicating here. Okay, I read those. Now listen to what Brother Charleston says. He says that I say a lot of veterans say Pastor Dougie ain't a good Christian. Wow. He's a pastor though. That's kind of hard there. How he preaching the word. MG Smith say 78 degrees here in Clarksville, Tennessee. Good night, family. Betty Bob says, H-Town, have a beautiful week. Good night, family. Enjoy the week. Then Chief Z for you says, good night, everyone. Brother Gary Walker says, got my colonoscopy tomorrow. Keep me in your prayers. Yes, indeed. You are in our prayers, brother. God bless you now, Brother Gary, and that situation and that procedure goes through and without a hitch. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Coach say, good night, family. Yes, indeed. Then we have Charleston say, good night, family, shipmates. Have a great week, H-Town. Well, it started off good with y'all in the house. Now, Coastliner says, good night, everyone from Montessori, California. Monterey. I guess that's Monterey, California. Then J. Oliver say, good night, family. I have a urology appointment in the morning. Uber help pick up me. Okay. I wonder, can we get Uber here and where we at? Then Betty Bob say good night to you, Charleston. Then MG Smith says, Jay, be safe, brother. And then Kevin Cobar Sr. says, thank you, H-Town, for giving veterans a voice. You're welcome, my brother. And I do it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the statement. Coach to say, good luck, Gary. Yes, indeed. Then J. Oliver says, Farm Girl Rebel, take your post. Then Alaska Knight say, good night. I will got a block on my shoulders next week. Okay. We will see how that goes. Okay. Got a block on my shoulder. Yeah, let us know. Keep us posted. Gary Walker say, good night, everyone. Stay safe and have a good week. The same for you and the rest of the family. 30 likes and 13 watching. That means, I told you, we got up to 30 people in there. So, family, this is going to be end of our program tonight. We thank you for not just coming in, but coming in and sharing. As we say in my community, you showed up and you showed out. And we really thank you for being such incredible people. And we want to say good night to your family, and we'll see you on Thursday.